Welcome back to Game Time Discussions. I'm Emery Cuzzy. I'm sitting here with Cameron Sylvie. And today we're going to do another Best Ball Mania draft on DraftKings. Very excited. It looks like there's a ton of people in the chat. Happy to see y'all. Hopefully we can draft with everybody. We'll get going about 7:12, I think is what we're going to shoot for, because we want to make sure everybody gets a chance to be in here, but we're very excited.
Yeah, a lot of news to go over. We just released our final rankings today. We also reacted to preseason / the PUP deadline cuts, all that good stuff. So check those out if you want to be informative. I know it's peak draft season. A lot of stuff to prepare for this weekend for those that have multiple drafts and whatnot. I know our big friend draft is here as well. And it's really important. It's really fun. It's exciting. It's peak season, and we're here for it.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a few things we need to talk about that came out of the PUP stuff. First off is Jonathan Brooks. He's just going to continue to fall, probably get to the same place where Chuba Hubbard is because he's going to be out the first 4 weeks. We kind of expected that, but we're going to get even more of a discount. And then Samaje Perine gets picked up by Kansas City, which is more of a big deal to us than anybody else for some reason. I expect people to be like, oh, they have a scat back. They're going to try to throw him the ball more than. Well, no, most people are thinking Isaiah Pacheco is going to get all the volume, both in the run game and the pass game. So I would expect that to be a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, we can't discount the fact that when Patrick Mahomes threw for 5,000 yards in 2022, 71 targets, 9 receiving touchdowns went to Jarrett McKinnon. It wasn't CEH or anybody else that they were trying to go with. And Isaiah Pacheco, while he's capable, it's not like he's going to inherit all of that workload. And I think having a scat back, I think that's just going to eat into his upside of being a potential top 6-7 guy, which people are trying to vault him into. They're saying him over ETN, him over Josh Jacobs, and we're just not there. We haven't been all summer, and it's going to stay that way despite what consensus is saying. Another news today, Dalvin Cook signs with Dallas. Sounds like he's going to be on the practice squad for a week or so, and perhaps even longer than that. But a lot of people are saying that it's still Rico Dowdle season and all that stuff. And I've just been under the impression that this is going to be the Zeke show for the important touches. And if it doesn't work out, that doesn't mean it's all going to Rico. I think they were going to sign somebody. That's why Dalvin Cook gets brought in. And maybe he might not be the only one. So we're kind of against that as well. Rico Dowdle is up into the top 120. Zeke's kind of filtered off about a round later than that. And Dalvin Cook now is free. So if you wanted some late round shares because everybody else has jumped up, feel free to as a late round flyer. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah. Also, guys, we have a quick disclaimer. It is pouring sideways outside right now. Cam got pretty wet on the way into the house. So if we do have any connection issues, I will expect that to be the cause of it. But we'll get on and back on as fast as possible and try to get everything worked out if that does happen.
Right.
So,
yeah. And then to continue on, what was another one? Kyron, there's a thing going around that he's going to catch punt returns. And so that officially means that it's Blake Corum season, apparently. And we're just not buying that. That's the most ridiculous thing I've seen or heard. It wasn't a thing. Maybe it's a 60-40 role, but it's going to be Kyron Williams getting 20 touches a game. And he's one of our most safest RB1s if he's healthy. He has dealt with multiple lower extremity injuries over the first couple of seasons of his career. He broke a foot in his rookie year and then ankle sprain last year. He's had another one before as well. So it's not like he's just with no risk. There is risk with every guy, and then especially guys that have been injured before. So we're not saying that, but we're just not buying into this is Blake Corum's time. He's going to eat into and eventually take over because he's just in a lesser situation that somebody like Trey Benson is, who is a pure handcuff behind an older running back that's not as talented, that gets injured all the time too. So treat him the same way because he's more talented in a better situation. And he's 3 years younger, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And also don't forget, like, CMC has been injured in the past. Breece Hall has been injured in the past towards ACL. Jahmyr Gibbs had injuries last year when he didn't even have a full workload. So just Saquon, add to it, right? They've all had injuries. It's a thing that happens with running backs. Don't be scared off because of that. And if he does get to catch punts, maybe you'll get lucky and he returns some pretty for a touchdown or something.
Hmm.
And so if we get lucky,
Right.
um,
Other quarterback news officially today, the week one starter will be Russell Wilson, not Justin Fields. That's not something that was against what we were saying. We've been on record saying that it doesn't really matter if he starts week one or not. It would be better for us in our take if he does, but we're just saying that Justin Fields is a top 25 quarterback because of the upside that he provides. And so, because he's going for free essentially as an 18th, 19th rounder, if you need a third quarterback and you need somebody that could potentially get you 3 or 4 20-point weeks in the season, he's the perfect guy for that. Because as much as Justin or Will Levis or Bo Nix or Sam Darnold, all these guys that are going right before him now, yeah, they're the starter full time, but when are they ever going to hit a 20-point threshold and be your starting quarterback in that week? If
yep,
they are your starting quarterback consistently, that means that your first one or even two that you drafted did not work out, and your best ball is probably dead anyways. Justin Fields could be your savior if a Trevor Lawrence or a Tua goes down. He comes in because in the second half of the year he should at least get some starts and looks and have the upside to have 100 rushing yards, have a shitty game throwing. But guess what? It doesn't matter. We're in best ball season. Anthony
right.
Richardson is not a good quarterback, but you're drafting him in the top five anyways, and it's not making sense. But you know what? That's the same argument that Justin Fields has. He's just not starting at the very moment.
And yeah, guys, we like Cam said, we released the Fantasy 3.0 video, and Justin Fields is on it. We also released a short earlier today that actually was about this topic. It's just the fact that if he does get to play, he has upside that no one else has, especially in the range that he's going in. He will fall. I'm expecting him to have fallen on DraftKings a little bit, and I'm sure it'll continue to happen just because he was not named the starter. So we'll even get him at a more of a discount, and that'll be really good.
Yeah. Another piece of news that I guess this kind of flew under the radar, but Noah Brown got picked up by the
Mm,
Commanders.
mhm.
That's something that I need to retweet right now. But obviously, Jahan Dotson, between last stream and this stream, he was traded to the Eagles, and so now there's truly no number two there. Noah Brown had 2 games last year where he went over 150 yards, and he was just the sacrifice of a really strong receiving room. So, um, worth a flyer if
Yeah,
he's free. We have 0 shares of him because he was just by default the wide receiver 5 or 6. Now that he's on the Washington Commanders, there's really nobody other than a De'Ami Brown who has not panned out. Luke McCaffrey, who has not necessarily impressed so far. It's just targets galore. There's opportunity there for somebody, and he could be a guy to take advantage of that. He had a breakout year with Dallas, his last year there, and then last year with Houston, when either Nico or Tank Dell were banged up, he had a couple games where he absolutely broke the slate as a cheap guy.
right. And then for Dustin, because he did ask about kickers, I do have one thing. Riley Patterson was cut from the Washington Commanders, who we were just talking about, in favor of Cade York. So you should not pick Riley Patterson up, Dustin, if you were thinking about it this year, or
Yeah.
do actually,
The
because
other
you're in
one
our
was
draft.
let me confirm who the new kicker is. Greg Joseph for the Packers got cut as well.
Okay.
And again, you're wanting kickers and good offenses to have points and stuff like that. Braden Narvison is the new or temporary kicker for Green Bay. Haven't heard of him, but he's with the top 10 offense. So
Right.
he's worth $2 at least, Dustin.
At least. But yeah, so we'll I'm actually gonna start sharing the screen. We'll go through like the DraftKings order because that way we can see kind of the injuries and kind of talk about guys individually. I know that there's a new number 2 running backings that we noticed earlier. So I think y'all can see the screen now. Um, so if you look here, of course, CD did jump back over Tyreek. We talked about that earlier. Brees Hall is now above Bijan in rankings. So I thought that was pretty interesting to see. Jamar Chase has fallen and continues to fall because he did miss practice today. Do not get overly worried about that because he will be on the field week 1. That is not a problem. No doubt in our minds in here. So
Yeah. Jamar Chase, the interesting thing with him, will he play? Will he not? Sounding like he practiced yesterday, and then today there's no sign of him, and then there's walking back from the coach that is like maybe he won't be available. I don't know. I don't know what to say, but he should be ready week 1. There should be no concerns with it.
Right.
But you know what? I'm just gonna buy the dip where I see it. If he goes for cheap, if we're the 10th pick and he drops to the 10th, like we're just gonna high
We're high
five because
five and get excited.
we're gonna have a brand new and an opportunity to get like a Jamar and Jameer Gibbs line.
Right.
That's just not going to be heavily duped. And if he does come back and pan out, that line's going to be more different than any other team, and we're going to be very happy about that.
Jamar, Marvin Harrison.
Oh,
that would be
that's
crazy.
a dream.
That would be crazy. But we're getting pretty close to time. We've got a whole probably a minute and a half here.
Yeah, we got a minute 5 seconds. So 7:12 on the dot is when we are going to enter the 200,000 prizes.
Here, I'll show you right now, guys.
It is starting to get a little full, so we'll probably not be able to get here next week. But
yeah, we'll probably have to play the 100,000 next week. But it's the 2,000K play action 4. Okay, guys. Yeah, 4. It's the 20 max entry. We're gonna get in on here next week. Maybe we'll do a $20 contest. What do y'all think? I mean,
one for the road.
Why not, right? So this will be the one we're into. Don't use your crowns, Emery. Change it
Please
to the
don't.
dollars because I don't want to waste those.
Build those.
But yeah, so this, this first draft, we'll hope we can get as many people as possible into.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna have 15 seconds.
15.
If you're ready to get in the lobby, just get ready to click hit in about 10 seconds.
Right at 7:12. Yeah, I think we're about 3 seconds ahead of y'all. Ready, set,
hit,
bang. All right, go. Let's hear. Hopefully we got some room. 9 out of 12. So some people might have got better than us. So hopefully we will get everybody in here together. That's enough spots, I think, for the group. We should have about 4 people that want to draft.
I see Steiger.
All right.
Let's see. I see Dusty.
Stigray, Dustin.
And Nick fails to make it in again.
Oh my gosh.
Killing me, Smalls.
Did Vic, did you draft with us? Are you in here, Vic? I don't know what your name would be. I'm trying to. Yeah, I don't see. Definitely not Christopher. You could be a Canes fan.
Yeah. Where's Gary? Gary said that he was supposed to draft with us this week. We made the thumbnail of Packer.
Yeah, I know.
We're setting it up for him, and we're throwing him an alley, and he's just not opening it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Put me in a different draft. Well, you got to be quicker than that, sir. My goodness. Well, the good news is you have one more opportunity. We'll be doing 2 tonight again, like always. So sorry that you weren't able to. You're gonna have to keep us up to date with how your team's doing, and we'll just kind of see how it goes.
That was early.
Yeah. What pick are you, Nick?
Yeah, it looks like we've got really spaced out. I really like how we got spaced out in this draft. 3, 7, 9. I was hoping Dustin would have been 10.
We are in prime Jamar Chase fall into us territory, and if not, then that means that one of the running backs that we haven't got enough of is going to fall to us. So,
and what about Dustin possibly getting Jamar Chase?
That would be sick if
we go running back.
He's probably
and it
going
worked
Marvin
out.
Harrison though.
He should go Marvin Harrison in the second round if he can get Jamar Chase in the first. That was what we were. That's what we're talking about. Those types of combinations are crazy right now.
But the biggest thing is like we haven't really had a ton of middle drafts, and I'm looking forward to this one just because we're smack dab in the middle. I already have a picture of how I want the first 3 rounds to go, so let's see if it comes to fruition.
Oh, you haven't even. You were early, and you're not.
You lie.
You're late. You were late. You're always late.
Pull out, Nick.
All right, let's see. How much time we got? Let's see. About 5 seconds before this draft starts. Steiger, I think I know who you want to fall to you at the 3. Hopefully we can see him get there. I don't want to say his name. Oh, it didn't happen.
Wow, went 1-on-1.
Never mind.
I do respect the Tony Romo still is the pick.
Yeah. I think I have a feeling he's going to go Amon-Ra. That's his go-to right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it went Tyreek.
Okay.
Well,
Jalen Waddle is still in a non-contact jersey as well, and they're not really disclosing anything. So he'll be a guy to keep an eye on the first week. That is the highest total game on the main slate. So we will be talking about the Miami-Jacksonville game all week with our first look and all that stuff on the live stream. Our first live stream next Sunday morning. So I'm very excited about that.
All right. Well, I think we got to do it then.
Yeah, we have.
It's fine. And in Discord, don't forget about Discord, guys. We talk about all kinds of stuff in there. So, Oh, Nick got the third
Third
pick
pick.
also with Steiger, so we can
Yeah.
compare their teams. But yeah, in Discord, we're gonna be talking about this stuff. So please get in there. If you go into our any of our videos have our Discord in there. And then also our main page has our Discord. So try checking that out. It'll really help y'all if y'all want to do underdog prize picks or even weekly fantasy football, daily fantasy football with us. So Dustin does go with Marvin Harrison at the 9.
I also like that DraftKings updated the pictures because I feel like they'd been the same the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of guys with fresh faces, new jerseys, and all that stuff. So it looks pretty fly for a lot of those guys. That's a
Puka.
big run on receivers, though.
Puka got some facial
You
hair.
got JT, Gibbs, and Saquon all falling out of the first round. We'll just kind of see how far it drops. If one of them did fall, that would be sick.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
Dusty will likely snipe
One of them.
if
Look
he
at
knows what's
Puka.
good for
Look
him.
at Puka. Got the facial hair going.
It's a wide receiver one if I've ever seen one.
Looks all grown up all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's back at practice and full kind of inclination that he'll miss any time or anything like that. Vic says Cup over Puka.
I'm not against the take. I don't hate it.
I wish you could just get both, but you no longer can because Cooper Cup has
He's so high
came
now.
up to the 16th pick now, so it's really hard to even get him anymore. But I don't.
Okay.
I just can't get behind it anymore. Cooper Cup's 31 years old. 3 years in a row. Let's go ahead and pick.
Talking about Cooper Cup, I'd much rather go with Kyron.
Yeah. Or do you want a double receiver? It's up to you.
Which one would you like? If you picked one.
Well, here's the deal. I want a Ram because I have a good feeling that the Arizona Rams game is going to decide who wins $1 million.
Okay.
So if you want to go Kyron, let's go with Kyron. And if you want to cut, like Vic says, then go ahead.
No, I think I want Kyron. I like both. I mean, there's all love. Oh, whoa, that was crazy. There's all love on the Cooper Cup side. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like more so than I am with Kyron. I think Kyron gets 80% of the touches, 90% of the touches like he did last year, and we all ride into the sunset.
Yeah. But I guess Steiger agrees. Cup over Puka. I will let y'all go with that. I can't get behind it anymore. I'm not gonna just reach on Cup like that with as far as his ADP is in a redraft league. He's still in the 4th round, so I'm completely on board with that. But in the mid-second round, I don't think he's any longer that guy, and I don't think Puka is significantly hurt enough to where it'll impact his usage early on in the season.
Look how high all these running backs are getting pushed up.
Yeah,
Isaiah Pacheco going to Steiger at the 22nd pick. Dang, Malik Neighbors 24.
One thing I wanted to say about Malik was that it was just announced. Oh, that sucks. Just before we got on stream, that the Giants unretired the number 1 from Ray Flaherty, who was the first ever retired jersey number, and it hasn't been worn in 90 years. And he is going to be the first Giant in 90 years to wear the number 1 this year. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That is cool. That is very cool. I didn't know that story. Jalen Waddle's still at 28. Nico.
Look at how far Nico
Dang
fell.
it. I was hoping. That was who I was hoping for. I didn't think we'd get it. I didn't think we'd get it, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what are you going to do, buddy? Come on, Canes. All right, that's fine.
Olave's falling far, too. So wide receiver 2, what are you kind of thinking? We haven't gotten a ton of
that's what I was gonna say.
DJ Moore.
Yeah, that's like the guy I was thinking.
So,
but I also, haven't gotten very much DK, and Ayuk going at 34 is pretty crazy also for where he's fallen from,
Yeah, he actually fell into the 4th round today.
Wow.
In one of my drafts that I saw, and
falling from
to me,
grace.
if he's your wide receiver 3, like there's way less risk than where he was going early in the season. So
right,
we did a good job fading him when we did, but now it's just kind of like I'm willing to take some stabs at this point.
And Drake London, we were talking about him before the thing.
Mm-hmm. So Josh Jacobs is another one that we wanted to mention that AJ Dillon out for the year with the neck injury, and Marshawn Lloyd missed the pup, but he probably will miss the first couple games. Josh Jacobs is full workhorse mode. He has been rising about half a round over the last day and a half after those 2 pieces of news came out. And so he's a great target in redraft right now where he's going.
Yeah. Josh Allen going at the 34. DK actually fell a little bit. Rasheed Rice is in the third round now, guys.
Mm.
And that's one guy I guess we're wrong on just because we expected him not to miss time.
Yeah.
Um,
That was kind of a bust
but
driven by me, and I'll own up to it. And wish we would have taken some stabs of him as a wide receiver 5 when he was there. But I still don't see the value in him just forcing stuff in the third round.
no,
I
no
think the
way.
only thing that is positive is that he fits uniquely if Kelsey's gone, and you're trying to get a at the end of one of the rounds stack with Mahomes and somebody of a Kansas City. Worthy's probably not going to make it to you, and then obviously Marquise Brown's a little bit of a risk now at this point
Hmm.
that you'll even get him. So it's easy to get to if you're doing that, but when you're going just Rasheed Rice as a standalone as a wide receiver too, I don't love it.
Let's see. I'm trying to look at the week 17 matchup. Cincinnati has Denver. Rams have Arizona,
Yeah,
like you
I'm
said.
like I said that.
And all right, let's go back. Patrick Mahomes gets taken.
Look at all
Wow.
these tight ends that are still on the board. With that being said, I know that tight ends are still on the board, but I think we can wait.
Yeah, I do too. I agree.
So Diggs is a guy.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Or
And Diggs plays Baltimore.
yes,
Week 17. We've gotten a ton of him, but he's falling into the 4th round at this point. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Sign me up.
Yeah, it's too cheap. Too cheap. Especially
Right.
because he's probably right where Tank Dell is.
And we have 3 guys with 3 quarterbacks we love. No double stacks yet. We'll see what we can do about that. But all guys that we could be targeting in the middle rounds: Joe Burrow, Caleb Williams, and CJ Stroud as well.
And all the open
It was
buys.
very intriguing how late tight ends were. Porta has fallen into a 4th round ADP, lower than he's ever gone. I love the fact that the guy that took Laporta took both Debo, their week 17 matchup, and for the double.
Right.
Fantastic build. I love Steiger going with Jalen Hurts after he fell, and you picked up
Devontae
Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Fantastic move.
Who's Philly play?
Philly plays Dallas.
Dallas.
So
yeah, that's right.
Put some
Jake Ferg. Here comes the Jake Ferg
babies. Yeah,
I definitely think Steiger.
A lot of ways you can go with that.
Tank Dell over Stephon Diggs. Dustin, do we need to talk about this?
We've been
harping
man. On this all summer long. We're just not on that train whatsoever.
All right, let's see. I mean, yeah, look at this. 44,
you had a really good
45.
value of IU going. I expected you to go with HN. But yeah, very solid build so far. Dak going early. Look at that at 5-1.
Yeah, that's crazy. Did they do that the whole way? CD Neighbors early. ETN, I guess, kind of early. McLaurin's early.
Look how far Ken Walker's rising up now.
Where he should be.
Yep, he's going in the 4th round in redraft leagues, and we've really started to fall in love with him. He's one of our biggest risers in our final rankings. If you wanted to check that out, I think he's up to 14.
Wow. Okay, George Kittle over Trey McBride. All right, whatever. Y'all dig your own.
Yeah.
The doubles. Oh my gosh. Fully tight end and everything. Pete.
I just hyped up your team too.
Oh,
High five.
Goodness.
Don't even think about it. Go forward. You don't even scroll down. You know who we're going with. Next one.
You want Trey over Dalton?
100%. We are trying to
Arizona. Yeah, you're right. I did. That's why. I was like, hold on.
That was who I was.
Explain.
No. That's who I was targeting in the 4th actually to reach on. But when no tight end went, and Kincaid even wasn't the guy that went over in 3.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
On the same team. I mean, yeah, that's tough. All right, Dustin. Don't mess this one up.
7, we got the correlation with one of the best games. It's just, I feel Rams players.
I'm loving this
team. We've
been
stacking them all summer long.
I'm loving this team. Dustin, get that tight end, buddy. Come on, let's see it. When y'all were referring to Philly games and came to Dallas, how did y'all come to that? Oh, week 17 is who Philly and Dallas. I'm sorry. They play Washington in week 7.
Who?
Dallas does.
No, that's week 18. It's Philly and Dallas.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Then
so essentially the championship weeks, you want to correlate those guys.
Sorry.
So essentially, if you're going to win the tournament, you got to have whatever the high scoring game is going to be. So if Dallas and Philly is going to be a shootout like it's been in years past, that's just kind of the route you got to take. Look
Dust,
at
Dustin going with James Conner.
you better get Kyler on this turn. If you don't, we might. I'm just saying. Here goes Stroud. I mean, another thing I wanted to say is look how far Mark Andrews is falling. Finally, he was in a car accident. Still have heard nothing since, and he hasn't even been on the field. No updates whatsoever. It's kind of concerning because he's in the very first game of the season, 1 week from tomorrow. So it'll be interesting to see. He'll be a huge talking point when we talk about the first showdown, which will be Kansas City and Baltimore.
Yeah, and if he's not playing, Isaiah Likely is a lock
Mhm.
on all your teams for that.
Yeah, he's
showdown.
2,600 on
There it is.
DraftKings on FanDuel. I don't even think you really need to go that route. Especially, you definitely do if we'll do
Yeah,
our
hold on.
thing real
Sorry.
quick. All right, we're good.
Dustin went Kyler, so we don't have him on the board. We have
Good
one
decision.
running back, a tight end. We could add another wide receiver and just keep that going. Keenan's on the board there. What do you want to do?
Kirk by default is the guy that I'm thinking about.
Okay.
Don't need to go tight end anymore, and none of the running backs speak to me because all these 6th-round running backs have vaulted into the 5th round, like we just saw go off the board.
Yeah.
So it was Kirk in the back of my mind.
Yeah, Dustin's just attacking as much.
Well,
also,
at least you got the double. Happy about that you
constructed your team that way for sure. Yeah, no, I completely agree. Except for, and James Conner catches the ball a good amount, so it's not like it's a weird one. All right, this guy's gonna go another tight end. What's gonna happen here? Oh no, we went DeAndre Swift, first running back for him. Kenneth Walker for Steiger earlier. We do love him, like we said. Let's see what he does. Let's see, who does Seattle play? I think they play Detroit, right? Yeah, Detroit. Okay.
No, Seattle plays Chicago. Detroit plays San Francisco, week 17.
Why do I have this wrong on my thing then? That's weird.
I'm not sure. But yeah, Detroit and San Fran, that's the game we've been kind of correlating a lot. Good correlation, Steiger, with going Jake Fergie. But yeah, Detroit and San Fran is the very last game, Monday Night Football. That's going to decide the $1 million, the first place on all these best ball leagues and drafts. So we've been targeting that a lot. But again, I think the highest total, if I had to foreshadow, because there's so many good games to stack, you think Seattle, Chicago, Arizona, Rams, Green Bay, Minnesota, Dallas, Philly, Detroit, San Fran, even Miami, Cleveland. Don't mind even Atlanta, Washington as a, I didn't realize they play kind of build. But I just have vibes that Arizona and the Cardinals and the Rams are going to be the most likely highest total game.
Right.
And it could just be fireworks show 38-35. And we'll have some shares on that for sure.
I really wasn't expecting for this to fall this way. There's a guy that still hasn't been picked, guys. Is he gonna?
Yeah, it wasn't him.
Maybe. Let's see. Breathe. You're gonna make us wait. All right. Keenan shouldn't be here. Let's just be honest about it. No running. There's no.
Is that who you were thinking about?
Yeah, that was. Okay. Who were you thinking about?
I was thinking about Joe Burrow.
Him
because
too.
We have Jamar Chase.
Why is Keenan still here, guys? Y'all making my life hard. What do you want to do?
Let's go Keenan, and then that gives us a double. If we go with Caleb, we're gonna have to reach on him.
Both of them are. Both of them are.
But
possible.
Yeah, Keenan Allen is not 230 pounds, guys. Don't believe that whatsoever.
Even if he
just
just
watch Hard Knocks. He doesn't look sluggish. He doesn't look slow. He looks the exact same. And he's going to be a very safe player. And if he's our wide receiver 5,
I'm gonna just wait for the next 5 rounds before we get another wide receiver.
All right. Yeah. So I don't think that Caleb Williams will fall to us at 103. So since we have that double, we might have to reach on him.
Yeah, that's
unless we're gonna go with Joe Burrow and just have 2 Chicago receivers.
Who is T. Higgins right here? This guy. Okay, so we have to get past back-to-back picks on that guy to figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah, and he's quarterbackless as well.
Yeah,
but there's 3 teams at the 4 of the teams only have 3 receivers through 7 rounds.
Right.
Well, actually, the 7 rounds is still going on.
It is Jay. And I didn't even notice it. I'm sorry. I should have shouted that out. Oh, did you? Okay, good. I missed it. Brian Thomas. Okay. One more. One more. Mess up. And then these three teams all, or four teams all have quarterbacks. So we just got to get past this guy, in
Yeah,
my
but
opinion.
you never know. We already saw the team that took Laporta went right at the next pick and went Kittle a whole round and a half early.
Yeah, he did it.
Joe Burrow. Okay.
I just love Godwin.
Respectful.
I love Godwin too, but it's just you have
We think there's a whole like 10 receivers gap between the
yeah.
two guys. We like
There's
Godwin.
a
He's safe,
tier
but he's
difference in
never
our
been a
opinion.
touchdown hog. I think he's a safe, 11 points every week. But I don't know about his spike
Wow.
weeks. That was what I was concerned waste, but
It's okay. We'll be okay.
is what it is.
Jordan Love.
Okay, so
Let's go.
running out of options. I guess we're not getting a stack.
We're gonna get a running back.
Yeah, let's go with the one of our highest risers. No.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, we're definitely all aboard the Javante train. He stayed in our RB4 tier the
Yeah, he's
entire
top
summer,
20,
but we
24.
jumped him into the 21st position for our final rankings. We love him. Samaje Perine is cut and is now a Chief. His only competition is a 5'7" undrafted running back that is less than 200 pounds. He is going to get so many important touches. Sean Payton feeds targets to running backs, and completely fine with him as a by default RB2, but we even have a ton of shares of him as an RB4.
What I was gonna say is, Najee's only one spot back from Javante on our rankings.
Mm-hmm.
So both of them are options depending on how your team looks. I think that Javante's just a lot safer.
Right.
And we needed safeness with our RB2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's disappointing that if it wasn't for Keenan Allen being there, we probably would have gone Joe Burrow at the 7-7. We didn't expect that Caleb Williams would be taken by the Josh Allen team.
Yeah, that was weird.
I mean, I would be in love with this start if it weren't for just, man, we're going to have to figure out a stack because we don't really have one anymore.
Trevor
other
Lawrence.
Than maybe Trevor if he falls.
Chase Brown goes at the 97. Khalil Shakur going way earlier than expected, in my opinion. He's probably around there.
He's completely flipped
ranking,
with Curtis Samuel. So they've been kind of neck and neck, and then Curtis Samuel with the turf toe. So everybody's all over Shakir. Curtis Samuel's going to play week 1. He only played in 3 receiver sets, and he wasn't a scat back or any kind of gadget guy. I'm just not a fan at all of the assumption.
Brian Robinson. I like Stagger's team coming together. Jared Goff, we're gonna have to possibly take.
I mean, at least he's just going all in on that game.
Who?
Like Pete.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean he did the double with the Niners. He did the double with the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Brock's off the board.
We might have to go Trevor. It's 116. Might be okay
if you think he can fall. I don't really see anybody above him that I'm in love with. Maybe Jerome Ford.
We do need running backs. That might be the best option.
Well, let's go ahead and go Jerome Ford
and
just hope that the team that picked Brian Thomas doesn't also pick us, because that was the same team that took Joe Burrow. But it's a week 12 bye, so if he knows what's good for him, he wouldn't be taking him.
Yeah,
we'll just kind of see.
Plus, Dustin's probably not going to get him. He doesn't really need him.
He needs a third running back.
Yeah, he needs to go running back. Trey Benson would be somebody I would be targeting maybe at 129 to stack.
Yeah, I would love to see Dusty's team end up with Trey Benson if he can.
Let's see. See what Dustin does here.
Zach Moss.
Okay.
Don't hate it.
We're on a run of running backs. Donna Randall. What you got, Donna? Let's see it.
Sorry for sniping you, Dusty.
No way. Yeah. Why are we getting sniped? Who do they have?
Shroud.
But they don't have I don't understand what's happening. Is this just like redraft players coming in here and not really knowing how to draft for best ball?
Yeah. Ruining our draft for sure. Correlated.
It's
unfortunate.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it just I don't understand.
There's literally no reason for him to do that unless Devin Singletary. Okay. Well, let's go see who we
I
can
think two is still there.
non
It's non-stack. I don't know what to
non-stack
do
to.
about it though. I mean, we can
Hmm.
just do some flyers on because we're gonna have to go with a 3 quarterback build. So just kind of best available guy and
Yeah,
don't worry about the stack.
we can do that. It's fine.
It's unfortunate.
Just breathe heavy. Let's see. What do we got left? One more. Curtis Samuel. Okay, so we'll go Tua. Best player available.
Mm.
Not Romeo Dobbs.
That just sucks.
Yeah, for no reason too. Back to back twice.
Mm.
No reason for this.
And yeah, but like I said, if we wanted Joe Burrow, we would have had to give him because we went the Chicago double. We were like, okay, he's going to fall to 90 because his ADP is 94, and he goes unstacked to the 310.
Unstacked Trevor
Unstacked
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence as well.
This team had Brian Thomas, so they could have, if they would have got
If they
him,
were
whatever,
the team
fine.
that did it again,
Fine.
They didn't need to, but I would have understood it.
Matthew Stafford, guys. What are we early on?
Blake Corum is really starting to rise because of the punt return news.
He has
It's
no
so
quarterbacks.
stupid.
Did we take his quarterback? Did he have? No, he didn't have him. No, I don't even. He went with Matthew Stafford.
Go? 2, 3,
right
or
here.
3. Oh, in the third round. Okay.
Pete got him.
Well, he wanted just one game to correlate. Nothing
Right.
else mattered to him.
There's Kirk going. I mean, we are.
Quarterbacks are flying off the boards in this draft.
All right. Time to pivot. That's a big thing, guys.
Well,
so you have to be able to pivot during these drafts.
Steiger, I know you wanted to, but I mean, you've got a guy with QB1 upside, so it's not even necessary to even go that high, especially if it's on. Or I mean, it would have been stacked with Tyreek, but
yeah, that's true.
Is what it is.
Don't snipe, Benson.
I don't mind. I don't mind Jonathan Brooks at all.
No, yeah, that's a great pick.
I would definitely target Chuba on the come around if he is still there. That is kind of right where he's going right now, right around 140. So we'll just kind of see how the board falls for you.
Kind of wanted Chuba myself, so unfortunately,
yeah,
because we're gonna need some running backs.
Oh, well, I have a couple in mind that we could go, but we still need. I mean, with the way the quarterbacks are flying.
Yeah.
If we go Jacoby Myers, we are completely done at receiver for like 6 rounds. So
I'm down. I really like him.
Had a killer preseason.
Yeah, he's him. He's very good at football. So we'll do it. And then hopefully we can find some depth.
It's probably going to be, hopefully we can do a 2 tight end build. We'll see if tight ends start flying off the board as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Dustin did go. Kyler also 2 picks before us.
Yeah, but
we expected that.
Is what it is.
Don't worry, I wanted Ford. Don't snipe Benson. Had the Dax CD stack, tried to get Ferg and got sniped. Huh. Sorry, Nick. Steiger got Ferg.
There's plenty of Dallas Cowboys in the 100s to look into. Whether that's Brandon Cooks, whether that's Jalen Tolbert. Pick your running back.
Right.
That's not Rico Dowdle at this point because he's going way too high.
Let's go see. Herb, Baker, Deshaun, Bo Nix at the 167. That's what I'm talking about. Justin Fields. He'll probably fall a little bit. Let's go see the running backs. Chuba went. No, sorry.
That was strange.
It was weird. So you got Zeke, Chuba.
Dobbins is now the starting running back for the Chargers.
Yeah.
We've heard nothing from Gus Edwards. That's why he's been our biggest plummeter in our final rankings. We just were like, we have 0 shares. We don't care. He's not going to hold the row or the workload.
Yeah.
So we just plummeted him behind 2 other guys in that same range.
Yeah. It looks like Justin Herbert went. So grabbed another quarterback.
I don't know who Chuba is. Who's Chuba?
You leave Chuba. I'm sorry. Honestly, we probably do need a running back stagger. It is what it is.
But
we just see.
we'll see what happens. I don't mind going
Zeke,
JK for
Zeke
example
too.
if we're gonna go with Kamani in a couple rounds,
And it didn't
but
matter.
it's a lot of running backs there, Dusty.
All right, let's go see.
Let's see.
I mean, Zeke's there. We don't have freaking Trevor. I mean, what do you want to do?
Baker won't be there on the turn.
We get Baker. What's my week 11
There's a specific guy that we could be targeting that I really like.
on the turn?
Not on the turn, but just want to stack with Baker to get
Oh.
somebody by default.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Mhm.
Or two of them, actually. We get two of them because we do
Yeah,
need a backup
true.
for that other position
True.
that we are going to talk about.
Yeah, kicker.
Yeah, that one. Tyler Lockett. All right. Hopefully
He's really plummeted.
Chuba gets to you, buddy. Come on.
There
Oh,
he goes.
one. There you go. That scared me. That green scared me. I was like, dang it. My bad. We should have taken him.
You got Chuba.
Yes, kicker. Exactly, Dustin. Now you're talking. Nick, how's it going on your side? Anything crazy happening over there?
You at least you got a stack with your quarterback. We're kind of flying solo over here.
We're about to double stack Baker. Don't you worry. Don't you worry one bit. TJ goes to the at 12-12. You know,
He really
behind
hasn't dropped,
Pat,
but
behind Cole,
yeah,
behind Taysom Hill, who went in the 10th round. I mean, okay.
can't. Not me. Couldn't do it.
Dalton Schultz went before Dallas Goedert. There goes Jalen Polk pretty early. Who we're not.
He
not
actually
on.
fell a little bit. I think he's like in the early 140s now.
Oh, is he moving up? Not sure why, but he's moving up.
He's moving up by default.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna also pick Drake May.
We'll just see. I don't know. Nobody's really been a dummy in terms of like reaching hugely on somebody, but
Right.
there's like some unstacked, like redrafter kind of mentality
Right.
plays that kind of hurt our draft for sure. Gino, you can miss me with that.
That was stagger.
13-3. If what I'm saying to you is if you're going Gino, I would highly recommend going Sam Howell because I don't think there's any drop off when Gino gets benched this year. And I didn't say if.
Panicked.
So
yeah, win over if in that situation. We will be releasing our final 2024 NFL season predictions where we went through every single game and picked winners and losers. And we will show you all.
We did that separately too. So
yeah.
I don't know his records. He doesn't know mine. We did tiebreakers.
Yep.
All that good stuff.
I saw some of Cam's records because I had to input them, but we're pretty close.
We would be. There's a couple teams that I knew that we were going to be different on.
That's what I was thinking.
Cade.
Yeah. Do you have somebody that you're like, I'd rather have them?
No, let's go Cade.
All right. Come on, Cade. Come hang out, buddy.
He's somebody that we like a lot as a talent. And nobody's really in love with him. So I don't know if it's necessary for a 3 tight end build, but if we're not getting Likely, I hope one of y'all do.
Yes, absolutely.
Especially Steiger, because he's got 1 tight end right now.
Yeah. Luke Musgrave to Dustin. Oh, yeah, to Dustin.
Yeah, he had to have a second one.
So you took Baker? Yeah. Yes, we did.
Well, we had to. You have a pretty Hurts to lean on. We don't have that.
Yeah, you get tush push.
We gotta go
buddy.
Quarterback by committee.
You get the tush push.
You got running back as your quarterback.
Tyler Algier, Zach Charbonnet. Yeah, I wasn't expecting all these tight ends to get pushed up either. I mean, early.
Well, fortunately, at least in this build, we also had Trey McBride.
Right.
That fell to us. So, if we wanted to stay with Cade Otton and say that's it,
I'm okay with that.
Well, actually, we can't because they're both we let them by.
I was about to say that. So. Yeah, it stinks. But it's okay. We needed the stack.
But the thing is, with how strong our receiving room, we can maybe get away with 6 receivers. But 7 for sure we can get away with, which typically you want to have 8 on your team. Running back, if we can get a couple straight that we like.
Yeah. There's a couple guys that we're going to come up on pretty soon, though, that I'm pretty comfortable with. As long as Dustin doesn't
I have
us.
2 in mind, back-to-back picks. And I'll feel very good if we do both of them.
This round and this round?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're likely going to be going double running back. with only 3 on our roster.
You said likely a lot. Just saying.
No, I didn't. But
I'm just kidding. I know.
at this point, if I didn't have a strong starter, then we could worry about our
Right, for
third
sure.
tight end later. We need running backs.
I just was messing with you. But hopefully, yeah, we can get a couple running backs here to strengthen that position group since we only have 3.
I won't say anything. I'm gonna just see if you are reading my mind. Once we get on the board, all right, Dusty, never mind.
Yeah,
you jerk.
Well, I hadn't thought
That's
of him
a lot
yet.
of running backs early though, Dusty. Seven in the first 14 is. I don't know if it was necessary with the first 2 that you went.
This guy.
Yeah, we'll go Ray Davis. He's the best available.
Yeah, I mean, I like Ray Davis a lot. So Braylon Allen up at the 166. Jordan Mason's going to move up, of course.
Right. Yeah, he's somebody that we've missed out on. One of the late rounders that much of because we just didn't. We made the mistake last year of doing a ton of Eli Mitchell shares, and there was just truly no there was no couple games where it's like, okay, Christian McCaffrey, we're up. We're just not going to. No, it's just we're going to get you your 1 to 2 touchdowns every game and every single touch. Then Jordan Mason got hurt.
Oh, pain.
That hurts.
That hurts. Sorry, bud. Okay. That was a quick pick. He knew what he wanted on Jalen Tolbert. I thought it would have been Jalen Tolbert to stack, right? You have Dak. No, you have Jalen. Just kidding. No point.
Well, he's got a correlation with that game. It's fine.
Yeah, but I understand not being as heavy on Jalen Tolbert there, though.
Well, maybe he gets him on the turn.
Sniping allegations have been beat because he took Khalil Herbert when we hadn't said his name. No one thinks you're sniping. We just know that we want the same players.
We just think that the way that you built your running back room, we like your first couple of running backs. So we didn't think it was necessary after Trey Benson. I think you could have waited a little bit.
Yeah.
I like all the guys you picked, but I just think you could have waited before taking your 6th running back.
Yeah, now you can almost be done with running backs.
Yeah.
And
I would probably say maybe 1 and that's it.
Yeah. Have 6 and a lot of guys in this like range where you could get these guys into starting positions. So
and I'm hoping that we can snipe you with a correlated play.
Yeah. Just wait for my next pick. Just wait, buddy.
Oh,
because we're getting them. Oh, DeMar Douglas.
Yeah, he's starting to rise again.
I'm happy to see him going up because we have so much of him.
I know.
Okay.
Mason. All right.
Okay. I guess Steiger knew better than to snipe us. It's gonna be one of these two guys.
Even better.
It's gonna be one of these 2 guys.
No, it's not.
Don't do it.
No, it's not.
All right, so let's talk about Kimani Vidal.
Vidal.
I know, dude. We are so far into that. I just can't get it. I can't. You did it earlier too. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I know. It is what it is at this point. We're gonna change his name if he makes us all this money though.
Yeah.
But with Kimani, he is the number 3 on the team. We were really worried that he wasn't going to be. There was a lot of Dorch, yeah.
There we go.
Thanks, Steiger. You better get Dorch. Yeah.
He's back home.
So, Kimani was one of the guys that we were a little nervous with because we had put so much stock into him, and then he hadn't been playing, and we thought, he might be the 5th running back. And Jim Harbaugh is full of crap. First off, he is never listen to what that man says. He talked up JJ McCarthy like he was a god coming out and all this stuff just for I don't know. Kamani is RB3, and we're very excited about it. And
I'd much rather have Kimani Vidal instead of Blake Corum. And he's going 4 rounds after him. It's just there's 2 injury-prone guys that have never had a full workload in a run-heavy offense versus a guy that averaged the league lead in touches.
Right.
He does have some injury history, but he is the same age as Blake Corum, and everybody wants to hype up Blake Corum because he went to Michigan, had a bunch of stats. He's not as good as you think he is.
He had bad stats also.
Yeah.
That's stuff that people don't notice. He had in college, you want to have at least 5 yards a carry. He had 4.2 yards per carry, and out of all of his touchdowns, only 1 didn't come within the 5-yard line. And I did all this breakdown back when we did our running back stuff for the draft. But if you haven't seen those videos,
if you're in a dynasty league, don't touch him.
No,
It's not worth
just
it.
wait till next year.
Wait till next
Goodness
year.
gracious.
The 10th running back in
Is
next year's class is better
so
than Blake
good.
Corum. And
He's
it's not even close.
such a good class, man. All right, lots of running backs. Let's see what Dusty does. Maybe he'll go another Arizona Cardinal. Where's Michael
Who's
Wilson?
up? No,
He's up here.
he's way up there
Yeah.
now. He's cracked our top 150 as well.
Yeah,
Fresh young.
deserves to be
Okay.
there.
Was that? Excuse me. Were you needing? Was that your third or second quarterback? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
This guy.
No,
Just saying.
I want
that guy. I was joking.
yeah.
That guy.
Okay.
You want this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have a double stack, baby.
Here we go.
Woo!
It took a while, but we got him.
Jesus.
Let's go.
Making us work for it out here, guys.
Jalen McMillan has been having a ton of hype.
And we have gotten so much. Oh man, we killed that pick. We've actually done really well, guys. I'll tell you what. If you look at the board, we have gotten we did a very good job early of predicting guys that are going to move up a lot. Michael Wilson being a guy, Jalen McMillan being a guy. So we've actually had Demario Douglas,
Braylon Allen. We got him in the 300s. If you were with us, the first couple, Audric Estime.
Yeah, Khalil Herbert, who is now getting picked at 160. He was in at 200. Rojo, he's getting 181. He was in 205. Yeah, so we've done a really good job actually.
Really, the only guy that has truly fallen that we just like, we didn't hit on that one was Kendra Miller. And
yeah, actually, but we still have
but
the opportunity
everybody,
to hit.
it's just reading tea leaves. But I feel great about having as much ownership as we do of him, despite that.
Yeah, Kendra can't get on the field.
But yeah, with Kendra, it was just straight up. It's behind an aging Alvin Kamara, who's never been a great runner.
Right.
And if it wasn't for him getting hurt, I would feel fantastic about it because Alvin Kamara has not participated pretty much all summer.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, Kendra Miller hasn't either. And it sounds like his coach hates him. So until Dennis Allen gets fired, which we might be predicting, cliffhanger.
Yeah, I'm definitely already. Well, actually, our bold predictions are out, so I can say it. I mean,
well, I don't know if we even said that he'd get fired, but we just, yeah.
If they're a top 3 pick, like I put in there, he's definitely gone.
Mm-hmm.
See you later, out the door.
I'm looking forward to seeing how low the record is that you said, because I really was surprised with how tough of a start I gave them.
I mean, my record was probably lower than yours, and that's saying something.
Maybe.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
So Jermaine, but there's no running backs left.
Well, we also need a third tight end and a third quarterback. So
that could be a quarterback for us. We're not touching
How many receivers
Dotson.
do we have?
7.
I would wait.
For Fields?
No. I would wait on getting an 8th receiver. So I would go Justin Fields.
Okay.
I don't think we even need 8 receivers. I think
don't
we
either.
can be done at the position.
Yeah, I was done.
And on top of that, like I said, we need 3 and 3, which is not common with the builds that we do, but we kind of had to based on we have to get a third tight end because of the same bye. And then in terms of quarterback, we just had a rough stretch of just getting sniped by guys that wanted to unstack people.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad actually. So we talked about this last week.
Pick, Dusty. Unfortunately, I wish Jermaine Burton would have fell to you.
Yeah, one.
Iosivas was another guy to mention if you need another receiver on the turn.
Jermaine Burton really killed the preseason. So he is probably the wide receiver 4 in the offense.
And probably will be wide receiver 3 to end the season.
Right. Yeah, I think he's more talented than Iosivas, but it's just a rookie thing, guys.
And on top of that, Jamar Chase has missed time each of the last 2 seasons. T. Higgins has missed time. So there's opportunity there for sure.
Where's Troy Franklin going now?
He is undrafted, basically.
That's insane.
That's another guy that we've
round 20, guys. No, I don't know. Not now. Not after Tim Patrick got cut.
Well, I understand that, but he hasn't had a good camp.
No, yeah,
so
fair enough.
We were leaning on the college connection. It's going to work out, and he's just been running with the 3s, and there was even rumors of possibly being the odd man out, and he ended up being by default on the team. It's probably because he's a rookie,
right?
But he's got a ways to go. There's even Keyshawn Vele, is pushing for 3 wide receiver set snaps more than him right now. So it's kind of tough, but it's not always something that you could just completely lean into that this is the way it is and it's going to be.
Right. But he is a 20th round flyer that you could take a look at. I think
Mhm.
John Dotson finally gets picked. I mean, we had
That's something that we called. We thought he
yeah.
was just going to absolutely plummet when he went to Philly.
It's just too many people, too many mouths to
He's-
feed, man.
I don't think it hurt anybody else in the Eagles, skill department other than maybe Dallas Goddard, just because he's so low volume to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mike Gesicki, Russell Wilson. All right.
So Iosivas is there,
We
but
need
we need a tight
running
end.
backs, tight ends. This guy.
Dolchich.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
All
right.
Let's just run with it.
Why not?
Yeah.
And it's not a week 11 bye.
Yeah.
Woo. That's very important when you already have two of those. 3, 5, 7, 3. We're gonna be an even team, so
and then
that's good.
we'll take some whoever's available running backs to end.
Mike Gesicki going to Dustin. Okay. After the Tyler Boyd pickup. What's Steiger doing? De'Ami Brown. Steiger. I actually,
I don't mind
I
that.
like that a lot. I think I'm higher on Luke McCaffrey. Like I think
but with this
throughout the year.
with this Noah Brown news, do you feel the same way?
Yes, because Luke McCaffrey plays in the slot. Noah Brown plays outside. So does De'Ami.
Yeah.
So that's why I would definitely say I'm higher for those reasons. Emmanuel Wilson will be the number 2 running back for the Green Bay Packers when the season starts.
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
Zach Ertz, I'm just not there. He is going to kill the Ben Sinnott.
So actually, Luke McCaffrey is not even listed on the depth chart as a slot, which take a grain of salt. But
right.
It is Olamide Zaccheaus.
Oh yeah,
and Jameson Crowder are the 2 slots listed. Noah Brown obviously will be an outside receiver.
Yeah,
but yeah.
So is De'Ami is too. I could go check the snaps. I don't know if we can find those right now.
Byron Pringle. You were saying he loves some Pringles.
He was old Tavian Sanders.
Malik Washington's a pretty good late round flyer now that OBJ's on the pup. 6th round guy that was one of the better values of the position. That sucks.
Dang it. We also had Malik Washington in our top 20 receivers in the draft class, and it was a deep draft. So
yeah, he was late.
Wow. That's a name. I'm
not saying, I'm just saying.
Huh.
But
he's not a week 14 bye. What's his bye?
Week 6.
Casey. Oh yeah. Look at that right there.
I will say that I would rather have him over Carson Steele. I think Carson Steele at this point is the Deneric Prince of last year, which Deneric Prince had a great camp, ended up making the roster as an undrafted player, and he had 0 stats.
Yeah.
So Carson Steele had a killer camp, but there's a reason they brought Samaje in. And CEH has been weird. We haven't heard anything from him, but he made the roster for now. So maybe he might be missing time. I don't know.
We're gonna have to get another running back, of course.
I know.
Is it lower? Who are we looking for?
Well, I'll wait because Dusty loves his running backs in this draft.
Yeah, Dustin, you don't need any more, buddy.
Hey, you could be pleased. You could be pleased to select Mr. 285 right there,
or Frank Gore. He's definitely getting cut, so definitely to pick him. He already got cut. Let me rephrase that.
What is Cordell listed? Is he a receiver or is he a running back?
I thought he was on here. I thought you just saw him.
You just passed him.
Yeah, he's running back.
Okay.
Yeah, this is all running backs. Yeah.
Oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
You had the ring light.
Yes. I same problem, especially when I'm over there trying to look over there.
It's okay.
Let's see. Yeah, one of these days I'm just gonna post like our room so y'all can see it what we look at, so y'all know what the heck's going on when we say that. Carson Steele did go.
I don't mind that Michael Penix at all, man.
All right,
I don't.
But how many?
Again, I recommend stacking quarterbacks, but the 3 situations I would not mind that at all is Sam Howell and Geno,
right?
Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, and then Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix, because I don't see any drop off at all from one to the other in terms of upside or with the stackable players that you ideally put them with. So
right, yeah, I think that Atlanta kind of.
There goes Dalvin.
Where? Oh dang! Is that who you wanted?
Well, it was somebody that I was interested in just because we don't have many shares. I know for a fact I did it like 2 or 3 way back when.
With Dalvin,
just
randomly
free agent
pickups.
No, he'll get picked up by somebody, right?
And well, we did that last year. That's how we got Zeke. So much of Zeke before he went Jalen Hyatt to Dustin. Let's go see. If Darius Slayton's on the board, Dustin, you should go with him over Jalen Hyatt because Darius Slayton is the starter. He's going to get most of the run. We're up, Cam. What do you want to do here? We could just get both KC backs.
No. Kendra Miller, I don't mind. He's on IR for the first 4. Michael Carter got cut, so don't touch him.
It's gross.
All those guys are not on any teams.
Cordero Patterson's playing.
Don't mind Cordero. Don't mind Sean Tucker.
This is tough. I don't see anybody I like. Miles Sanders?
Do Miles Sanders.
Gotta hurry.
Do Miles Sanders. Because we have
Oh, I missed it.
I hate our team now.
Second. Yeah, I know, right?
Golly.
20th round. Get both of the backups for KC, basically. Well, at least we got a guy from a good team.
Yeah.
I'm glad I starred him because it would have sucked because I don't even know who would have been the first
Where
guy.
did Darius Slayton go?
Darius Slayton. I don't know if he did.
I think
Jalen Hyatt was Dustin's pick. He should have, in my opinion, should have gone.
Go look and see if Darius Slayton's still there. If he is, which I don't think he is.
He must have gone higher.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen him go in the 17th round. So, but he's the true wide receiver 2 right now on that team, or outside receiver in 2 receiver sets. He'll get all the snaps, whether you want him or Wan'Dale Robinson, 17-12.
Yeah.
We've taken a tons of Hyatt shares, and it doesn't sound like he's making a dent in an already bad receiving core. Sam Howell, I like it. Steiger, way to listen to GTD.
Thanks, Steiger, for the likes. Also, I appreciate that. Yeah, if you're in the chat, like the video for us.
If you have week 17 and Sam Howell starting, you're going to be the only guy that is getting correlation. Did you do a Seattle player
other than Geno?
Well, yeah. To stack with. I don't think so. Oh, Kenneth Walker, I guess. Some bubble screens.
He's never caught he doesn't catch passes, unfortunately.
Listen, he's caught some screens for me, and that helped me win a title. So
fair enough.
But yeah, I don't mind our draft at all. You guys both did a good job as well.
I wish we would have got that
was the quarterback.
Yeah,
that was the only thing.
Because I like our tight ends, I like our running backs, I like our wide receivers. Quarterback is the only one that I'm a little worried about. But hey, what are you gonna do?
We out here, man.
All
right, draft number 2
to the lobby. Nick, are you done yet? Let's talk about it. If you can get in here, that'd be fun. Make sure you get an opportunity. I know that y'all can see this, right?
Oh,
it's going crazy, and there's no rain, so I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, that was weird.
All right, let's do that same exact one. It's up to 71K.
All right.
All right. Well, anybody that wants to draft with us, please drop something in the comment section so we can see it. Currently don't have, let's see. It looks like some people left, finished the draft. They all scampered. So hopefully we'll get some more back in here.
Yeah, we got one more to go, guys, and then we'll be done for the night.
Thank you, Steiger. We appreciate you. Of course, as always. We're going to start this one up in about a minute.
Nick is out on this one. I asked if he was going to join, and he said, "No, I'm so angry at my first one. I'm just going to play Xbox." So
leave the stream on, sir.
Leave the stream on. Leave the stream on, please. We need the views. We need the comments, all that good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need y'all to tell us how terrible our draft is when we go in. So I guess we'll go ahead and what point do we have? Yeah, at the 8:05 mark. If you wanted to join us,
which is
go
coming
ahead.
up.
That's about 15 seconds away.
Nikki said my draft was so ass.
How ass was it?
6 in here. Hopefully we get some people. Vic, you're supposed to be drafting with us, Vic.
I'm gonna send a angry text to Gary. And say this was a Packers themed one.
And Brandon. Where's Brandon?
Yeah.
All the guys. I want to get a draft where everybody's in.
Exactly.
So we need to really set it up for next
Wednesday,
week.
Everybody's gonna do it.
Go. Oh, 2-12. Oh, this would have been such a good one.
Perfect.
Dang it, guys.
Golly. Hopefully Desi does one more.
Come on. Yeah, we got time to, really do it. Next week we'll do a $20. Those fill up slower. So that allows us more time to get everybody in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it'll be the eve of the NFL season.
Dustin's in. All right,
So,
all right, Dusty. He
let's
did.
go.
He
We're
did
up to
deposit
10.
funds.
If you got any more, we're in the 200K play action number 4.
This one right here. This one right
We
here,
got a
guys.
couple spots to go. So if you are new and you want to get in, feel free to. Draft.
Let's refresh and see. Oh, we still got
Two more.
room, guys. Up to 10. Looks like Dustin's here. 9. Come on, guys. Anybody that wants to run it.
All right, let's see.
Let's see.
Oh, we had the 12 spot. Okay. Dusty's at the 8.
Nice.
Kind of similar to where he was last time. Well, this time we're going to be back to back every time. It's been a while since I've been the 12, or since we have.
Yeah, yeah. I've been mostly the 1, 2, and 3 recently.
But the problem is just with the couple injuries that happened, there's really nobody that's falling to 12.
Right.
You're kind of having to reach on guys. But it's okay. We'll make it work. We'll find a couple guys that we like and try to be a little bit different than something we would have done.
Yeah, Dustin, I wouldn't take Marvin Harrison at 8 this time because you have the opportunity of some guys falling to you. Yeah, that would make you very happy.
Yeah.
You can get Jamar Chase,
Justin Jefferson,
Bijan, possibly.
I finally had a Bijan follow me at 9 this morning. It was awesome.
It just doesn't happen.
It never does.
All the running backs get taken early, and you just kind of get left with the receivers, which is fine. Great receivers in that range, but still.
I just have a vibe that Donaldo is just going to sabotage.
Where's Donaldo?
Number 2. Donaldo 519.
Well, we're way the heck over here. So.
Or the Falconator.
Yeah, the Falconator.
Granny Thugs.
Yeah,
wow.
This is fun.
Quaddlecom. Man, we got some names in the Warden West. G. Tonzer.
All right.
Big Daddy DZ is one of the most normal names in this.
Yeah.
In this lobby.
And Landon.
B Phenom.
Just Landon.
Yeah, just Landon.
Yeah, B Phenom.
We got to get that name change figured out with DraftKings.
I know. We need more people to like and subscribe. If you're in the chat and you haven't subscribed to us, please subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. The more we get, the closer we are to getting these names changed, getting sponsorships, of course, and stuff like that, and increasing our ability to get the best products out to you guys. Later on, we're hoping to have a draft analyzer. We'll have a optimizer, and all these things. We'll give, of course, our best picks. If you aren't in our Discord, please join our Discord.
We're starting to get way active in that one.
Yeah, so we're going to start.
There's a bunch of free squares that just came out on Prize Picks too. So we've been, we released a Prize Picks and an Underdog favorite props video. Obviously, some of those season long have, bumped up, but there's week 1 props out there that we'll be talking about soon. It's going to be tougher because week 1, typically they just come out the Monday. And so they're not as heavily, bet on.
Right.
There's going to be some inflated lines next week when we come out with that video. So it's going to be a little tougher. Most of the, I guess, money that we invest in for, both Prize Picks and Underdog is probably going to be from, this week and the week prior from making lines and the discounts and promos and free squares that they're offering. But just kind of start poking around in there and seeing what you like, and then go in the Discord and tell us some of your favorite lines.
JJ. All right, Dustin. That is different than what Dustin likes to do. So we'll see how that goes.
Amon-Ra fall to 6 in a while, but those running backs are finally saying we're a traditional draft now. We're going back to the old days.
Yeah. 3 out of the first 5. I haven't seen that at all. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it used to be where there was just, if you had 3 receivers in the first round, that was wild.
Okay, so we're going to get it back-to-back here.
It would be really fun to do the same thing that we were wanting to do with the last build. But this guy's got to be silly. How silly are you, Warden?
Got a pick also. He did it. All right, let's do it then.
I love it.
1.
So again, one of my favorite games. Like we said, this is how we built last. We went with Trey McBride and Kyron.
Right.
So this time we start off, we got Puka, we got Harrison, and hope we can figure out a stackable team this time.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't get sniped on our running backs. Drake London both times going in the first.
I'm rooting to get
early.
Some NFC North correlation.
Kyron going early.
But he might just go with Achan again because that's been kind of his his mood, but we'll see because I don't know if he's had Jameer Gibbs fall into his lap
Yeah, that's pretty low for Gibbs if that happens here.
all the way to 17.
See what Landon does. Yeah, behind Kyron. If this guy goes Saquon, he'll be like, oh, Cooper Cup. All
So
right.
is he gonna go with what he's done? I can't even talk right now.
He went
Oh, he
Gibbs.
does
All
go
right. I
Gibbs.
love
Okay,
it.
I
I
love it.
love that. I don't even know. Yeah, you're going to look too?
Yeah, I'm gonna see when they play them. I thought one matchup was late in the season.
Well, week 17?
No, week 18, unfortunately. So if this best ball went all the way, that would have been a good matchup to target. But yeah, I like that start, Dusty. It's very different too. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of Justin Jefferson, Jameer Gibbs teams, but
Right. That
Amon
is
Ra
cool.
and Debo, I love that start.
Yeah.
Attacking that game is really fun. That's exactly how the last team did it, right? Am I tripping?
I don't remember who got Debo in that last one.
Because I know he did a San Fran double. So he had Kittle and
Right.
I think he did Ayuk actually.
No, I think you're I think you're right.
Gotcha. So Nico goes kind of normally where he's going. He fell a full round later last draft.
And we didn't get to him.
We're gonna have some fun at this pick. Now that first turn worked out.
Yeah.
I'm psyched about how that worked.
So the games we want to target, get some Detroit, San Francisco,
Dallas, Philly.
Yeah. The Rams in Arizona, I think, is interesting.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
I think it's so interesting. It's gonna be an awesome, high-scoring game because Arizona has no defense, literally none.
Yeah, they're probably going to be giving up about 27 a game this year, and they have the offense to score as much as that.
Right. Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising if they gave up that much and still went 8-9.
Yeah, Dusty filling his lineup every draft with Cardinals. That may seem like a homer thing, but it's great strategy.
Yeah, good team for. So I describe them as the carnival team this year. Bad defense. They're going to have to keep up. They're going to have to score. They're going to ask a lot out of their offense, and that makes for high-scoring fantasy outputs every single week. Mm-hmm. So. And we don't like James Conner. We like the other guys.
We didn't have a single tight end on the first 3 rounds last draft. So now he goes at the 2-3.
That's early because he was 4-4 last time. 4-5, 4-5.
He went after Mahomes, and Mahomes I think was 4-3.
Yeah. And then Laporta went right after him. But yeah. we've been seeing Laporta fall. We could get Laporta here.
Yeah.
Laporta.
Imagine Brandon a scenario Ayuk. Where we got Brandon Ayuk and Laporta.
Yeah, that's what I was
sick.
thinking. That's not going to happen now that we said it.
It won't. It's fine.
Now that we said it, it is impossible.
It's not the weirdest correlation that Dusty went with Laporta. But also, I'd probably prefer going with Brandon Ayuk getting your second receiver if he does fall to you. And you get the correlation with Gibbs anyways. And I didn't think that he was probably going to target a Jared Goff anyways.
There's Etienne.
I like Bijan and I like Etienne, but they both have week 12 bias, so it's a little nerve-wracking. But that's a great double hero build or robust, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, a little weird, different way of doing it, but both those guys are awesome.
I probably have a draft that starts exactly how that started.
Bijan at 5? Or did you probably get him at
or
6?
Wherever I got him, I have stacked him a couple times with Nico, and then ETN we've gotten a ton of shares of as well.
There goes Pacheco.
There he goes.
Let's see what Dustin does.
Last time, or 210 because Steiger took him.
See if Dustin allows us to dream.
Do you believe?
He kind of does. Okay.
I love Devontae Smith. I've gotten so many shares of him.
Yeah, especially at his ADP. More than
and on he's going at the 4-5 turn in redraft leagues.
Rasheed Rice at the 33. Man, oh man.
Couldn't be us, man.
Breathe. Kyron here, I would say it would be pretty good
I bet you
more
AJ
NFC
Brown.
West.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I would.
Pain. We're still gonna do the other guy, but dang it. Oh.
So Jacobs, we still haven't gotten a running back.
Yeah.
Don't mind him with one of the 2 picks. If you wanted to go Ayuk, don't mind that at all. I don't know if you think that Kincaid can fall to us at the 5.
I'd be
I
very
had,
surprised.
but yeah, let's go with this first, and then kind of milk it a little bit.
I think
We've gotten a ton
Ayuk.
of yeah. Well, we can go with
I
Ayuk
don't
in the
want
fourth
that
round.
guy.
I hope that Dusty gets Jalen Hurts. We'll see if that AJ Brown team
It's
ends
true.
up doing him. Um, but I wouldn't mind if Dusty had him fall. Let's see,
Mm,
or we can reach on Trey McBride and get a double. There's not a ton of teams that are going to have
it's true.
Arizona doubles.
I'm down. I'm down. I'm
Let's
so
do it.
down. Okay.
Maybe
It's,
he should have been the thumbnail, man.
yeah.
We got him both times.
Well, we just got Josh Jacobs though. It worked out.
Yeah.
So we did get a thumbnail player.
Okay.
We did
Well,
get a thumbnail
true,
player.
true, true.
Yeah.
Maybe they both should have been. Oh, that's not fair at all.
Yeah, it's not nice. Neither of them, like, I don't understand.
All right.
Patrick Mahomes.
Got the, so that's what I was talking about. Why he's gone so far. I love the Diggs pick.
Yep.
Going 41. Don't, like I said, we believe in him over Dell 100%. And the only way that I think that Dell outproduces is just straight up if Stephon just quits on the team and they
Does
he
does like
does a
drama.
yeah.
Antonio Brown esque.
Yeah. I mean, you can't even say the injury narrative because Tank Dell's coming off a broken leg. So broken ankle, whatever you want to call it. So I just don't see them being right next to each other in drafts like it's been.
Yeah, this is just craziness right here. But hey, that's okay.
Yeah, you damn right, Nick. Look at that start.
I see you. Yeah,
But again,
absolutely.
we've gotten a ton of Harrison, not as much lately, because he's kind of jumped into that 1-2 turn now, and we haven't gotten a ton of 12 since like very early on.
Right.
But I don't recall a time that we went McBride and
I
Harrison
don't know
Jr.
that that's happened in any of our drafts.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
about
rare because
yours because you have more than us, but more drafts on your phone.
maybe
on
there was
your
a
account.
time or two. I don't know. There's been over 300 at this point.
Yeah.
So,
but on here, this is definitely the first time.
and it's different. I know we reached on McBride a little bit, but it's okay. I don't mind it at all based on what we're trying to do with this team. I just hope that Kyler falls to us at 5.12.61, which he should because he's has an ADP of like 70.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Come on. Zay Flowers at the 45. I like
this
that.
was a full running back list round so far.
Who
so
would be here? That would be a running back.
Kamara, Kenneth Walker. I think James Cook is still there. Who else?
Yeah, James
Rashad
Cook's
White.
the next one.
Haven't gotten a ton of Rashad
I
White.
can't believe this.
That's crazy too.
I didn't even notice that. Someone is about to get Kincaid and at the great.
Yeah, see if that would be a great start.
Oh, you
silly Sally.
Donaldo.
I knew it.
It's always
he's gonna just unstack his quarterback tight end. He's gonna have one receiver through 4 rounds. He's gonna have Derrick Henry in the second.
He's actually gonna go bully tight end right here. Yeah,
I wouldn't be shocked. It's Donaldo, man.
Oh my goodness. What are you gonna do, bud? Now that you didn't go Lamar and Mark Andrews.
I hope that let's see. With Dusty, who's his? Oh, Justin Jefferson. So CJ Stroud, it's possible that he can fall to him as well.
That's early.
He's been kind of going mid fifth. That's you're right. That's early for Ridley. Rashad White.
Yeah,
you're gonna see some running backs kind of come off.
I know running back round. Surprised by that.
If you wanted a running back, Kenneth Walker, we were in love with, he's probably not going to fall to us.
I would say for Dustin, going tight end here could be an option.
Well, at this point, he would be somewhat on Andrews because he's been really falling.
Yeah, that's true. But
and he loves going kind of double running back early, and he loves James Conner, so maybe he wants to take him with one of these two. We'll see. CJ. That was a quick one. Okay,
he knew.
I like it.
Yep. We only need.
And just as a reminder, their Week 17 game is against Baltimore. So if you do like that, Andrew's fallen to you. He's been falling to the 6th round lately. That's a really strong tight end to look at. And then I would just be saying A+ start to you on that draft.
Yeah, I love this draft for Dustin. And Justin Jefferson's our least favorite of this group of wide receivers at this point, but he's still elite player. Jahmyr Gibbs, Devontae Smith, we love. I know. Stop looking around.
I'm not looking. I'm just looking.
I know.
Man,
Shit.
I look too aggressively.
Apparently.
David Montgomery,
We could
5'11".
still go with the other one.
So yeah, at least one pick is
uh,
going to be Kyler here, and so it just depends on what you want to do with the other selection. We still need a second running back. Kamara's there. Don't mind it.
we could go
He's
another
been going
Arizona player.
higher.
We could do a Dustin. No, I'm just kidding.
Keenan Allen. We
Yeah.
love Kirk has fallen as well. A lot of options. What do you think? Anything but tight end essentially is what, and quarterback now that
What's
we
our
went Kyler.
next pick number? Like 84?
Yes. 45.
Ramondre. Let's stay in that range for running second running back. How about that? And we'll go Keenan.
But I know Keenan's our most drafted receiver. So it's hard to not just keep taking shares of him all into the 6th round, you know?
Right. Exactly. And then we'll get a running back right here. Or two.
Nicholas says, where do y'all rank Rachaad White? He's so valuable in PPR leagues. Haven't heard much buzz this year. What do you think? He's basically similar to what Alvin Kamara is, which is just an inefficient guy that just got all the touches in PPR formats. And that's what he default was the RB3. Just he consistently put out 15 to 17 every week. The problem is Bucky Irving's probably a more explosive version of him. He's just a little lighter. So it's just kind of hard to buy him. We haven't really gotten any of him this year.
He's in our tier 3, but he's at the back end of it.
Yeah, we dropped him. I think our final ranking for him was RB 17.
Yeah.
Which is good, not great. Especially where he's going. You got to take him in the 5th round.
Price is important too. You know, that's the biggest thing. I would be more willing if he was a full round later.
Right. I mean, let's look at what his final ranking overall was in everybody's eyes. So right now he's going at the 3-4 turn in both Sleeper, ESPN, and then the early 4th in Yahoo. But he's going latest in Underdog for obvious reasons. It's half PPR at the end of the 5th, and he's middle of the 5th on DraftKings right now. So it was just an uncomfortable range. That's insane.
All right.
Granny's thugs, man.
Yeah. Wanted to get this stack with Terry. Okay. And both running backs. It's not a terrible team, funny enough.
Brian Thomas is shooting boards.
Brian Thomas.
He goes right after.
Oh, yeah. Dustin did get the Andrews.
I love it.
Sign off.
I love your team, Dusty. I highly recommend also getting Isaiah Likely.
Yes.
I know it's uncomfortable getting a 3 tight end build, but I just think he's so good. And he had top 5 upside every week when Andrews went down. Andrews is older. He's already banged up.
Yes.
All that good stuff.
Don't take another tight end with week 14 bye, though.
Yeah.
Try not to do that. No, great. Okay. Looking at the board though. Let's go see. Because we need.
Oh no. James Conner went.
Oh no. Aaron Jones, DeAndre, Raheem. Okay.
Surprised Kyle Pitts is still there. He fell to the 7th.
Yeah, stay away from that range that we just looked at. Cool. There's a couple guys in this range that we like.
Well, at this point, and we'll talk about it. I'm pretty sure he'll still be there, but Javonte is vaulted up in front of Najee and Mostert and Ramondre. So it's like, even though they've just been higher ADPs, I'm not by Zamir White, same thing.
Yeah.
So he's probably the RB preference there.
Oh yeah.
But there's another guy that I'm hoping can kind of wiggle his way down to GTD land as well.
Where are we? Dak goes. Did they stack? They go. Oh, they went Christian McCaffrey first. Not a stack.
I've seen worse starts with CMC teams. I'll say that.
For sure.
Least favorite running backs as a talent.
Derrick Henry, James Conner, Raheem Mostert.
He's probably gonna win, but
yeah, right.
I hate his running backs.
All opportunity running backs.
But
he could have had Rachaad
I never really
White.
recommend going 6 rounds deep and only having 2 receivers though.
Right.
That's really rough because he's going to be at the 8-11 the next time he can possibly get a receiver, and that's after all these guys really go.
Granny's thug. I actually really like the team until Gene Daniels.
Who could he have gone? Well, I mean, I know he wanted to do it with Terry, but he could have got him at the 7-5.
Oh yeah, right here.
Definitely could have.
And he could have got anybody. Shoot, Jaden Reed would have been a good one.
Who's Washington's last week? Oh, we talked about it's Atlanta.
Yeah, it's
So,
Atlanta.
Sneaky. Did he get Bijan?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's just kind of one of those that you don't really think about, but that's a sneaky good game as well.
Yeah, for Washington. Yeah, this one. That's what you were saying. I was like, I just saw him pick Carolina, and I was like, hold on, I gotta refocus.
Right.
Joe Burrow with
Jamar
Chase.
Yeah.
All right.
So these guys are doing things, no Bengals, but he did do the double of San Francisco, so I'd anticipate he'd be targeting Brock in the 9th round if he falls to him.
Right.
Let's see what Dusty does. Or Dusty went. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was used to him being the 9th pick last draft.
Aaron Jones actually fell pretty good ways for him.
He's a guy that we just don't have enough of. And I don't know if I'm concerned about it, but I would feel better if I had some.
Let's just say he's one rank behind Rachaad White in our rankings.
He is.
And that's a big difference to pay,
Yeah, exactly.
3.5 rounds later.
2.5. Yeah.
Or 2.5, yeah.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts, that was a good value as well, falling to 81
Mm-hmm.
For Landon. Normal ass Landon as a solid team. He went 0 RB because he just went back to back with Joe and Kamara.
And then he stacked. He stacked.
Damn. So he's going double Seattle player, so that sucks.
Christian Watson.
Christian Watson also goes. We love him as well.
Tough.
All right. So
one of them is this guy.
Yeah, go ahead and start him, and then
we could get 2 running backs because it's kind of where we're at. This one or this guy?
I hate this range. It's
gross.
It's officially turned to the dead zone.
Mm-hmm.
Keon, we've gotten some of. We still need a 4th receiver, correct?
Yeah.
So
you can go Keon.
Who else is the best available receivers?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. I would say let's go ahead and go Keon for the upside. There's a big drop off after that.
Yeah.
He's the last guy in that tier of receivers that is called wide receivers galore.
Yeah. There's 19 of them.
And he's the last one available from there.
So if you go watch our video, there are 19 in that tier. It's a tier of, guys that we just think could have upside, but are either wide receiver 2s in their offense or have a bad passing game.
Yeah, it's several guys that it's kind of similar to what we just said about Rachaad White versus Aaron Jones. We view them as, very next to each other. It just depends on where there's fallen. So if Jaden Reed's going in the 5th, 6th round, and you've got freaking Jackson Smith and Najigba, who we have ranked right behind him, going a whole round and a half later, that's the route we prefer.
Absolutely. Keon Coleman's in that too. Christian Watson, all these guys actually, except for Jameson Williams, we don't have him that high.
He's there's a lot of those second tier of rookie receivers, the Rome, the Brian Thomas, the Keon Coleman. The only one that's not in there is Lab McConkey, who we've avoided the entire summer because he started in the 7th round. He finally fell into the 90s, but we just, at this point, we're just kind of going with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a deep tier of receivers.
Plus, I'm not sure that he's the number 1. I'm kind of.
I can't do Khalil Shakir at 92, man.
Oh, I was like, what happened? Yeah.
That's just disgusting.
When it comes to Ladd, though, I think Josh Palmer's, possibly the number 1 in that offense, and he's going 2 rounds, 3 rounds later. Mm-hmm. I'd rather go there. Zamir
White's dropping. He was one of our biggest fallers in the final ranking that we put out.
Yeah. He went from 21 to 29 in the RB ranks, and a big fall on the overall.
He has 0 upside as a pass catcher. So we just kind of convinced ourselves, like, are we going to take him over these guys? Then if we're not, just put him below.
Yep.
Take the stand. We're not just going to be like, hedge our bets. Like, oh, we have him ranked ahead. So if we're right about that and he goes off, we were right. But if he goes wrong, we mentioned that he's wrong. No. If we're taking a stand on a guy, we're going to take the stand and be wrong and call ourselves out if he.
But if we're right, we're also going to take the.
Yeah, we're going to take both thumbs.
Yeah, exactly. Because at that point that we made that stand for a reason. Some guys to talk about though in this little range here, it's just like you said, running back dead zone. It's a little gross. That whole round is gross to me.
Yeah,
Like, you
that
know,
was a terrible,
it's like
terrible round.
just Chase Brown should be above those guys first off, who has not been
Keon
picked.
Coleman should not be going in the same round as Khalil Shakir. That's the last bad thing I'll say about him. But that's the other thing that I noticed. That
Same team, you know.
yeah,
And you're just
it's awful.
Let me scroll down a little bit.
Brock Purdy. So that's the team that when
CMC.
no, that wasn't the team. Somebody went Samuel and Kittle. And they went 0 quarterback. What are you doing, brother?
Oof.
Well, actually, I did say that the 9th round. So, but Purdy, was going at the 8-9 turn. So, if you have a double and you're forcing that, you got to reach on somebody. Like we went a little early on Kyler Murray, but the thing is, we like him and we got the double. So we have to do it now. It's not going to fall to us.
Let's see what Dustin does. He went back-to-back running backs to get his third. I would advise going with wide receiver here.
I have an idea for Dusty at the 10th round. I'm not sure what he wants to do here, but Jordan Addison has been falling. You already have Justin Jefferson. So if you want that second stack, second double, triple even, because Aaron Jones, I forgot about him as well. You didn't have the entire what's left of the offense. Or even if you didn't want to do that, 2 rounds later, going TJ Hawkinson as your second tight end is fine as well.
This team really loves rookie quarterbacks.
And I don't mind it because both of them we put as a QB1 this year. They're the 11th and 12th.
Oh, okay, not 13th. I was like, I thought it was 12, 13.
We moved
right.
Jaden Daniels right in front of Trevor, but we kept Trevor in the same tier because we believe in him a lot.
Yes.
It's just Jaden Daniels could run for 60 yards a game.
Upside.
So Trevor really has to take the full leap that we haven't seen in a full season, and that's why we're kind of a little hesitant on him. But there is,
Well, Jordan Addison goes to Dustin at the 9-8 instead. That's fine. More than fine.
Just secure it. I actually don't remember where. It's fine. No, it's not going to happen.
No way.
It's not going to happen.
Why?
I don't know. I just didn't have vibes, man.
Come on, man. Hey, Josh Palmer.
All right.
Tough. Do we need running back?
We need a 5th receiver.
Josh Palmer's my favorite receiver wise.
So Josh Palmer and then running back wise is uncomfortable.
Too early. Just kidding.
I didn't see you here clicking. I was looking through the
sorry. It was Jonathan Brooks.
He's not going to be available for us. We also don't have a ton of Tajay or Devin Singletary.
I'm more comfortable with Tajay Spears.
That's fine. Week 5 bye is kind of rare as well. We don't typically build with week 5 buys.
Yeah.
Unless we're going Philly, obviously.
So, yeah, I like our team.
But
I do like our team.
We just went back-to-back week 5 buys.
I really wanted Chase Brown to fall one freaking spot.
Awesome. That's the lowest I've seen him go since he's been taking the reps.
I did not expect it, but it is what it is. I would actually, as that team, possibly go Jerome Ford.
Jerome Ford's already
gone. I mean, not Jerome Ford.
Zach Moss.
Zach Moss there.
Yeah, not a second tight end.
Who was his first? Laporta.
It's the same. It's the same bye week. What are you doing, brother? We actually have a ton of when we did go Jay Ferguson. There was a lot of times that we also on the other end of the spectrum go Brock Bowers as well.
Right. Yeah.
He is our most exposed tight end by far. We haven't been getting a ton of him in the last week or two, but we've kind of gotten the shares that we wanted, and on occasion we'll still draft him. But we felt really good about getting Trey McBride once again tonight.
Yeah, twice, right?
Yep.
I don't have as much Trey McBride as Dalton Kincaid, but after this, I might have a pretty close.
Look at my tight end exposures, actually.
Yeah, let's.
Because I know that in the first 10 rounds, my most exposed one is Dalton Kincaid. But it's interesting. I'll just kind of say my rankings of most exposed because I know Kyle Pitts I had a phase with as well. So Brock Bowers by far the biggest at 38%.
38. Wow.
Then doubles the second place, which is Dalton Kincaid at 19. Jake Ferguson at 16. Trey McBride at 14. Kyle Pitts at 13. And Evan Ingram at 11. Those are the.
Where's Isaiah Likely for you?
He's 15%.
Okay.
So he is the 4th most exposed overall, but I was just talking about tight end ones.
Right. I have 20% of him.
Yeah, I like it a lot. We did take a big stand on, or at least I did, on Mark Andrews. Wasn't getting a ton of him, so he's only 4% owned. I really couldn't get to much Kelsey. He's
Yeah, I
3%.
barely have any Kelsey.
I don't think I have a single share on DraftKings of Sam Laporta just because he was going at the 2-3 turn the entire summer.
I have one share of Sam Laporta, which probably was a guy. He probably fell.
Oh, I got 2%.
2%.
I knew because I literally did a draft this morning that I got this double stack of Amon Ra and Laporta.
He probably fell to me, and I probably had him on Raw when I got
Yeah.
him. That's probably how it happened. So there goes Jonathan Brooks at the 120. Man, craziness. And then Cole Kmet.
I think he has a similar profile to what Todd Gurley walked into. I know Todd Gurley is a much more talented running back, but he's coming off. Came off the same exact type of ACL injury in November, the same time frame. He was slow start and then finished as a top 15 back. So Carolina walks in. Obviously, Chuba Hubbard is serviceable. I don't think he's enough to where he's just going to stay the 1A the entire season. I think it'll start dwindling into Brooks, and so he's finally falling. I don't know why it took him this long to get into the 120s, but it's probably good for us because we would be way too exposed to him. I think
if he was in this range, I definitely would have had 30%. Let me go see what.
Yeah, right now I have 21. So all of that is pretty much as a wide or a running back 3.
Right. I have
even 4 at this
14.
point.
I have 14%.
Yeah.
So
I probably feel a little better if I was closer to you. I know there was a couple times where I got him as an RB2, but most of those times I also stack with Chuba, which tell me your Chuba ownership. Because I've got 20%.
My Chuba ownership.
Gus and Dobbins go back to
I don't
back.
have enough.
Not
Let's
enough.
just say that. Not good for that one.
Okay.
I guess I just was fading all Panthers.
Well, shoot, we can take him here.
Yeah, true.
I'd rather have Chuba than Blake Corum.
If I looked at my entry fees, kind of talking about the early guys, I have $52 on Kyron, and that's pretty good because he's at 17%. So I mean that, nice. That means he's in my big ones.
What's your Marvin
Harrison? I got a wide receiver. Maserati Mar 9%.
Wish that was a little bit higher.
Yeah, me too.
But technically, it's slightly overweight. Typically, what's kind of considered even with the field is 8%.
8%, yeah.
Because 1 out of 12 is 8%.
Right.
So if you're anything over that, then you're overweight to somebody.
And I'm getting another one.
Yep.
So I'll be even higher.
Yeah. Well, at least hit 10. So let's see what we got. If we want to add to the Arizona love, we do need another running back.
Yeah, Rico just went. And we need one more. And it would be that guy probably.
Double running back. That would give us 5
at
this point.
I think so.
We'd probably be able to take a break for a couple of rounds.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to stack Puka with Stafford as well, don't mind that.
Yeah, then we get all the correlation.
We're all
we're all
double down in this one, and then we'd be done at quarterback because I consider Matthew
that would be good.
Serviceable.
Yeah, too. Absolutely. What's their bye week? 11,
week
right?
6.
And 6. Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Adds up to 17.
Beautiful. All righty. I love this team.
Yeah, much better than last time. Unfortunately,
that was a great team too.
I know. Yeah. Sad day.
Quarterback didn't work out for us on that one, but it is okay. Let's see. Take a look at how Dusty's doing. Has he gone? Yeah, he went CJ Stroud, so he's probably good for one more quarterback. I don't know who that might be. Wish it was Trevor.
Yeah,
but
went at 111.
Right before his 10-5 pick.
Let's see. See what Dustin does. He might go Michael
Chuba
Wilson.
All right. Well, no, if I'm not going to end up with him, I'm glad you did. I'll say that.
Chubba. Chubba hubba. Yeah, I actually like Dustin's team a lot. I think,
Yeah, his start was wonderful.
This is a couple guys that I didn't like as much right here.
Yeah, he went double Zach Moss, and we've just kind of taken the stand to avoid him.
I would have gone Curtis Samuel probably, and then Trey Benson or someone like that.
Yeah.
If hindsight's 2020, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Receiver was just kind of a rough range. I know he needed a fifth one. Obviously, Rashid Shaheed following would have been nice, but he got picked right before.
Jacoby Meyer, all these guys right here too. Like
Jalen Wright, very solid handcuff if you pick either Mostert or
this guy's
Devon
got
Achane.
both handcuffs.
I hope what, but they're not in handcuff territory because that was his third and fourth running backs.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the other guys.
Who is his first running back?
Tony Pollard. All right.
Wow. All right.
Write that
Take
one
him
off.
out. Who day? You are done for, sir.
Good one, bud.
It's like the thing is handcuffs aren't bad, but that's when you're going deep at running back.
Yeah, you can't.
And if you're looking on those guys being the guys that are going to run those spots every week, you need a lot of luck to go your way for that to pan out for you.
You want to hear something that's a lot of fun? I was looking at my ownerships. Who is your most exposed guy in the first round, wide receiver wise? Just wondering.
Just overall,
Overall.
doesn't matter. Wide receiver or not. I bet
or
you
anybody, I guess.
I bet you it's CD.
Really?
Or no. Jamar Chase 17, CD 15. But I have more money invested in CD just above him. Amon-Ra is right after that. And Bijan is next.
I have 23% Jamar Chase. That is fun and scary, but
it
fun.
Is very scary. But, Dusty says, should I not aim for the starting running backs? Was trying to get RB1s before they were off.
Well, Zach Moss isn't the starter.
He's not the RB1 right now.
He's the backup.
He could be vulturing goal line touches, and he could be a poor man's David Montgomery. But right now, Chase Brown's been running with the ones. That's why their ADPs have flipped. That's why Chase Brown is now in our top 25 in terms of overall running backs.
Yep. Yeah, I was wondering who you had because I knew I had so much Jamar Chase. I mean, Keenan Allen is my most drafted. He's at 31%.
Let's see.
Which is solid.
He is my money-wise the highest owned guy going in the first 8 rounds. JSN is my highest exposed guy overall in the first 10 rounds.
And what's he at?
30%.
Okay.
Technically, Bowers is the most of the most, but
I only have 23% Bowers somehow. I thought I had more, which is good because he's still by far the most tight end. Him and Dalton Kincaid are the highest by far.
Right. I got $432 invested in that boy. It's going to work out too. I love it.
The most I have is $92 invested in somebody. Oh, wait. Let me make sure
that's
right.
Keenan?
No, that's Kamani.
Oh, okay.
In the first 10 rounds, it's Kyron at $52.
All right.
That's pretty good. I'm cool with that.
Well, when we hit that $20, that'll be even more crucial.
Actually,
for whoever ends up on that team.
Yeah, I actually have more money in CD than I have in Jamar Chase. He's at kind of 49.
So more drafts, but less money invested. So all right, let's see who fell to us. Michael Wilson.
Perfect.
So that's one.
Triple up.
Triple stack, baby.
Wow.
Okay. And then how many running backs do we have? 4?
Ray Davis is a guy.
And are we done at tight end? Remind me.
No.
We still need a second tight end. And at this point, we might have to do the same thing that we did last time and just get Cade Otton and then get a third guy.
Do you want to do that now?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we have to.
Yeah, we definitely have to. We're good at receiver for a while.
Yeah.
Love that receiving core. Running back, probably need to have at least 7.
Agreed.
But
I don't hate it, though.
It's not the worst.
If we would have gotten Chase Brown right here.
It
would have been much more comfortable.
That would have been really strong.
Yeah, let's see. Quarterback-wise, Dak and Deshaun Watson are my most exposed players.
Dusty.
Oh, no. Not by
Dusty
exposed.
says she should take the entire Arizona offense. Listen.
We are
leaving the best for last for you.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and take him whenever you please. We will not be touching him.
Greg Dortch.
Quadruple stack.
This is Dusty's pick right here. See what he does.
I think he can wait, but we'll see what he does.
Quadruple.
I know he does need receivers.
I don't think he'll go here. I think he'll go on the next one.
But keep in mind, I don't know if likely will fall to you. I know you went with Mark Andrews, but that one made sense as well. So nice job.
Yep.
Got that true. You gotta force the triple when you can. When you know you're going that direction. I'd rather have Sam Darnold than Geno Smith. Geno Smith didn't even make our top 25
I'd
quarterbacks.
rather have. Well, neither did Sam Donald.
He just missed out.
Yeah,
He
he
was in our
just
top
missed.
25, and we basically had a tiebreaker between Bo Nix, Sam Darnold, and
Will Levis.
Will Levis as the
Yeah.
final two spots. We have Justin Fields in there. He's not in any other top 25, and if we were going by everybody else, we would have all three of them there. But we are not like everybody else. That's why we're so different. That's why you should subscribe if you have not already. And that's why you should hang out with us every Sunday morning this entire season. We will be breaking down everything you need to know about fantasy football, pick'ems, head-to-heads, over-unders, all that stuff we'll be talking about. And it's so exciting.
Yep.
It's next Sunday, baby.
Yep. And we're here to win some money.
Let's
Don't
do
forget
it.
about that part. That's important. Looking at the whole thing, it looks like, I didn't realize it, but Jalen Wright went really early because he's in the 150s, 160s. So going 139, it's pretty early.
I don't know about 160.
Yeah.
Let me see his ADP.
That was 157, 58. Because he's not much farther. He's not much ahead of Ray Davis. Though Greg Dortch does go. Dustin, I'm so sorry. We did get a sighting, but it's not for your team.
He's 151. So he went a full round early. Jaleel McLaughlin, 151. It's kind of where we put him in our final rankings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Dusty. I know you're upset, but listen, you got him last draft, and you need to secure that triple stack.
That's what he said.
You did the right thing.
He said, at least I got him last draft. Hey, I'm glad you're a realist, Dustin. Jalen Tolbert is so far up.
Yep.
Cool. Cool Herbert, too.
Cool Herbert, yep.
I mean, we just smashed those.
I got two guys in mind, maybe one guy.
I know
we're
this
gonna
is
have to go double of the same position though.
I hate being on the ends because we just wait and watch all the guys we want just disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to reach every time. Come on, Antonio Gibson. He did not make our top 50 running backs. There's one of the guys I would have liked to have.
Dusty took Bryce Young last draft.
Mm-hmm. Jordan Mason.
At least Taysom Hill went reasonable range this time because we saw him go in the teens multiple times.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Now he finally fell to 149. You have my attention then.
He went in front of TJ Hawkinson on like 3 drafts we've run. Just craziness.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Jordan Mason all the way up to 174.
Yeah.
Let's see what Dustin getting does. Doubled. Hopefully that's a Baltimore team. I don't know. Wish Dusty was able to get Isaiah Likely, but I know he'll probably.
There we go. Love that.
A good one.
Let's go see.
He's basically a better Greg Dortch.
He got Joe Burrow.
Or an equivalent of Greg Dortch, what he is. I guess we have to see an NFL touchdown before we can say somebody's better than somebody else, right?
Yeah, but you, who are you, and why do you listen to our why do you listen to our podcast?
Unsubscribe right now.
Taking our guys.
That sucks.
Oh,
that's a bummer, man.
I love being sniped now.
Yeah, it really puts me in a very good mood.
All right, what are we gonna do?
Cry.
Yeah, Marshawn Lloyd.
Right, so yeah, Marshawn Lloyd because we have Josh Jacobs, so that's smart.
In this, in this one. Okay.
Sure, yes, we do.
Hey,
and
they all run together.
Now the let's see. Do we need a third tight end, or are you good with? Oh no, we do because of the same. So I don't mind Jonathan Smith if you want to go him. If you truly believe in the Luke McCaffrey late season, I know Jermaine Burton, I think, is still there.
He is. I'd rather wait on next round and see
for a receiver. Okay, so then Tyron Tracy or Johnny Smith.
Johnny Smith, probably.
Okay, that's fine. We don't have any shares of him.
Yeah,
he's doing his fancy end around game once again.
He's just gonna touch the ball too many times for me not to have any of him. I don't understand what why everybody wants to give him the ball. Like every team he goes to, they want to get him the ball. So It just is what it is, I guess. Tyron Tracy.
Yeah.
Jahan Dotson did go earlier than last round. I think it's just because people take best player available.
Look at all our receivers on this team. So Michael Wilson is our wide receiver 6. All right. Yeah. Wide receiver 6. So
I like our
probably
receivers.
need to go one more.
Yeah,
But
but I like them.
I was
a
trying to
lot.
yeah, for sure. I was just wanted to double check and see, can we get away with this being a 6 receiver build? I don't think we can.
No.
But there's one guy in particular that I wouldn't mind at the 7-12, and then there's another running back I have in mind as well. So we'll see if we get snapped again by the same guy.
I know the running back. I'm trying to think of the receiver. He's not.
AI.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good old artificial intelligence.
Yeah, there's this. What's his co-pilot, I guess,
Yeah.
right there. That just went.
I like it, Dusty. We got a lot of Jermaine Burton and Douglas.
Yep. Yes, a lot of Jermaine Burton. Demario Douglas is actually one of my highest exposed players because he was going in the 210 range.
He was a late bloomer for me.
Yeah,
I missed some shares of him in June.
I think I was the one that kind of.
I think I got him up to
pushing at him.
20%. So yeah, you got me there. Look at Samaje going 16-7. So
Glad him. What did we get him? The 20th. Yeah, way later. Alexander Madison. Wow. Whoa, wow. All right, guys. Jalen McMillan and Greg Dortch. That is a very fun slot receiver room. And Ricky Pearsall. All right. A bunch of young guys.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, we got 4 more rounds. We'll get out of your hair. We appreciate everybody that's tuned in so far. If you haven't already liked the video, please do so. It helps and it goes a long way. 1 week until football season. It is here. It is peak season. I have several drafts to do on this 3-day Memorial weekend. I don't know how many other leagues that M is going to be in, but if he is at all. But we have one more stream week to do it on the eve of the season. Next Thursday will be the season opener, and I can't wait to do one final draft with y'all, or 2 more final drafts with you guys if y'all want to hang out next week.
Yep, there goes Darius Slayton, a guy that is climbing. I think they might have wanted to go Daniel Jones. I mean,
they were probably like, nobody's going to take Daniel Jones at the 6-12.
No way.
It's going to be like that Bo Nix and Justin Fields back to back. Oh, that was funny.
And Bo Nix actually is in the 16th round right now. Mm-hmm. That is where he should be based on how he's played, but a little crazy to think that, we didn't even know he was going to start.
Mm-hmm. Big bloomer, big late bloomer.
Yeah, he is pretty good at football. Well, he's old, like he died, like he can see the field a lot better than some of the younger guys. He's older than Bryce Young. He's the same age as Sam Darnold, older than Will Levis. Like, yeah, it makes sense, but it still is good to see him playing well.
Right.
I'm glad we went tight end.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Look at that. 17th round is where it's at. Noah Brown. Remember, he got picked up by the Commanders, so
not Houston.
He's now a Washington Commander, and that was probably the best spot for him to possibly get immediate playing time in an offense that won't be below average.
Right.
I think it'll be right about average this year, and then probably take another leap with another good draft class next year. I think
2 drafts with Gesicki, huh, Dustin? All right, Cincinnati. Let's build this Cincinnati team, huh? There goes Justin Fields, Marvin Mims, Bo Nix stack. Good to see when you stacking some young guys. Justice Hill goes. We're gonna need a running back here. Cam, I think the guy we want is still on the board. Actually, there's a few guys on the board that I wasn't expecting.
So the receiver I was talking about was AI.
Again. Yeah. Andre.
That would knock out a receiving room. And then
dang it.
What happened? Oh, it went right before. That's
fine. Yeah, that was who I was hoping for.
I know we've gotten a ton of him, and he hasn't really had positive camp because he sat out the last 3 preseason games.
But where did we go?
Well, filter to running back, and it'll help break it down a little bit. Audrey Estime. We went Javonte Williams. So
Correct. Yeah, absolutely.
getting the handcuff of both Josh Jacobs and Estime is pretty fun.
And the
Another good
style, yeah,
correlation.
for sure. Yeah.
And then one more round, and we'll see what happens. See who we decide to go to. That's our 6th running back or 7th. 6th. Okay.
Yep, 6.
So,
So we're gonna need some running back in the next pick, but I feel comfortable. We're done.
I'm sorry, we have 2 more picks.
Yeah. We're done at quarterback, so we can basically focus these 2.
And we're done at tight end, so it's straight up just
best
running back.
Best running back and best wide receiver available, or 2 running backs, however we do it here.
I have a couple ideas, but I know Dusty probably needs another running back too.
Let's see it, Dustin. Oh, this isn't him. He's this one right here.
Yeah.
Right, this one, Dustin. Let's see it on this one. Okay. Interesting. It's a situation.
Real quick, give me your thoughts on Cam Akers making he's one of the bright spots and biggest preseason stories and stuff like that, making triple spin moves and trucking on the sideline and stuff.
I actually thought about him before that draft pick.
So with Dameon Pierce, we've gotten a lot of as well, but he's not made the most of his opportunity, and Cam Akers has. That's why he made the roster, and I could see Cam Akers actually being the RB2 when it's all said and done, which would be another miss by us if that did indeed be the case. But I was just curious if these last couple drafts you had any interest in getting some late round shares.
Sure. I mean, he's possible running back. We've seen Joe Mixon injured in the past, so it wouldn't surprise me. I don't know that we can just expect Dameon Pierce to be the RB2. And so that's why I think it's okay, because they don't like him and he does not fit their style.
Right.
He just doesn't fit it. Cam Akers fits it a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Just if only, man. That was one of the craziest things too, was when he was going in the 5th, 6th round and the first game against Buffalo, and he had 3 touches for 0 yards. You remember that game? That was insane how people freaked out.
I think we played him in our lines.
I did not. I remember
it wasn't on a who was it? Who'd they play?
Buffalo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the season opener where Buffalo throttled them.
Yeah.
And Cam Akers was like 60% owned. And I ended up, I think, 3Xing, and it was mainly because
you faded him.
I faded him.
Yeah.
I don't think my lineup was all that good. I just think that I had Josh Allen and didn't have the chalky running back. And it worked out. And sometimes it's just being different against the chalk, man. Hopefully when we have an optimizer, it'll start being easier to where we can manipulate ownership a little bit. But
until then,
we just kind of got to guess and speculate and hopefully kind of be right. I mean, it's funny when we were on the road trip to Louisiana, me and we're talking like week 1 lines and over unders for week 1 props and stuff like that. And he's just nailing the exact total left and right. Yeah. He's just like, oh, that's probably 59 or 60. Oh, it's 60. Yeah, you're right again. And so it's just like, hopefully he doesn't go right under it.
Yeah, I mean, we were basically talking about, the best lines we could get on the week 1 for Prize Picks and Underdog. And every time he said something, I was like, okay, so it's probably under what I'm thinking just a little bit, and I could kind of pinpoint it. But really, the first week, they're pretty straightforward. Like, we don't have enough stats and data to produce.
Really, the only thing, if we're next week especially, we're going to be really heavy in like fantasy points and reception props, because they're not out yet for either site, but receiving yards have been for a while. So it's just like passing yards have been, rushing yards have been. So those have been bumped up all the way. Like Dalton Kincaid was our favorite one, and it was 47. Now it's up to 57.
I got it at 44.5.
Yeah, 44.5.
Now it's 13 yards higher.
Exactly. So but reception props aren't up yet. So if somebody comes out and it's like it's 4.5, and it's just like, well, Rashee Rice is going to have 5 catches because
that one's crazy. We can talk about that right now. I mean, the Kansas City ones are insane to me, because Patrick Mahomes is projected 262 or something, while his receivers, both of them, if you put the 2 that are going to play together, they're at 100 together.
Yeah,
and then Travis Kelce's at like 65 or something.
And Xavier Worthy actually went down a couple of yards.
That's crazy. Like,
I think he's 44 now. So
we got Gerald Everett picture. Let's see that Gerald Everett picture. I don't know. Does he got glasses on? Yeah, it is.
Interesting.
All right.
Very distinguished
individual.
Yeah. De'Ami Brown.
Yeah.
taking a flyer.
Don't
Is that the
overlook this
same
guy.
team that did? Oh yeah.
Malik Washington's probably going to be the slot receiver. Jalen Waddle is not practicing right now. So
And OBJ's on the pup.
let's go see.
All right, take our last picks.
Not Tim Patrick. That guy's fun. Cam Akers.
And we have a Ram stack, so we can fit a double.
Yeah, and Cam Akers is right here.
Cam Akers. Do you like Cam Akers over Dalvin Cook?
Yes. I think he has a much more defined. I think he's more defined because of how well he played in the preseason.
Fine by me. Let's rock and roll with them both.
Okay.
So yeah, we get the double. We get a triple and a double with our final team. 5 guys in that beautiful game that we talked about.
Very exciting.
In the Arizona Rams game.
Yeah.
I love it, love it, love it.
You're going to have to read it off because I'm can't see through that.
No, you're good. Puka Nacua and Harrison getting the last game, our favorite game of the Week 17 slate. Because rising up boards because of the multi-injuries at running back. Trey McBride, we reached on to get the double with Marvin Harrison and then obviously followed it up with Kyler Murray. Keenan Allen, we're just getting way too many years of right now if he's going in the 6th round. Reached a little bit on Javonte, but this is where he's trending up. He's risen up our rankings, and we liked him over every guy available. Keon Coleman was the best available receiver. There was a big teardrop after that. Josh Palmer, obviously, like him as well. A handcuff, but a third piece of that Arizona offense, which is exciting because Week 17 he will be playing a lot, hopefully. Then we get the stack from Puka, bring it with Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. A 4-piece. 4-piece, baby.
We're doing the
Every
Arizona
single yard
thing,
is
man.
on this
It's
team.
Craziness, right?
Yeah, Michael Wilson, obviously, and then Kate Otten, back-to-back drafts. We get him as tight end 2 with Trey McBride, Marshawn Lloyd, Josh Jacobs. Obviously, AJ Dillon's out for the year, so we take him up. Jonnu Smith in the round tight end. Hopefully, Week 11, he just has a 3-touchdown game and make this team happy. Andre Osivas, the starting slot receiver for Cincinnati. Audric Estime, the handcuff for Javonte Williams. Jordan Whittington, the handcuff, I guess, slot receiver, and the second piece in the Rams offense. And Cam Akers, who was killing it. I wish he was still in that Rams jersey like he is right now because that would be a third Rams piece, but that is the last guy.
Yep.
What a team.
I actually really like that team. I give us an A. I give us some true A.
I think it's a true A.
Yeah.
If Chase Brown would have fallen to us, that might have been an A+ draft.
We're hard graders too.
Yeah.
So I mean, I haven't really given A's this whole time, and I really like this.
And
draft,
then real quick, finishing up with Dusty's team.
He went
Naylor. Goes Jalen Naylor to finish. And he just gets a 4th piece of Minnesota as well. So we're just quadruple stacking teams. Nick, if you're still in here, man, you better go Viking go. With that, he goes JJ, Jahmyr Gibbs as well, Devontae Smith. Then he gets to Stephon Diggs single stack with CJ Stroud, Mark Andrews as the bring back in the Week 17 correlated game. Aaron Jones, Minnesota. We got Ramondre, Zach Moss, Jordan Addison as another 5 pieces.
Jeez.
Right?
Go
1,
Dustin.
2, 3, 4.
Naylor.
5.
Yeah,
Chuba Hubbard. He's a very safe guy in the first 6-7 weeks of the season.
Luke.
And then obviously you had to get Sam Darnold as your guy. Demario Douglas, got a ton of him. Jermaine Burton got a ton of him. Mike Gesicki is another piece of Cincinnati. Don't mind that. Carson Steele, a little bit of hype train. Wish you had Samaje, but he went very, very early in this draft, so it's okay. De'Ami Brown, it's a good flyer dart throw because of the situation Washington's in. And then Jalen Naylor, obviously he had a good camp. He's a slot receiver for now. And then Jordan Addison is hurt. TJ Hawkinson on the pup. Dusty, great team.
Yep. Love it. We're going to stop sharing. That will be our last one for tonight. We're going to have one more day where we do this. So please come hang out next Wednesday with us. We're going to do more expensive drafts. We're hoping to get as many people in there as possible. So that would be awesome and exciting. And we can't wait for that. Please go like, comment, subscribe on all our videos, including this one. And then also go get in our Discord. We have Instagram going. We have Twitter going. It's even on Facebook. So yeah, go check out all our socials.
And we are recording our final power rankings before the Week 1 season. We'll be doing one every month during the season. We also have our final predictions that we're recording over the weekend. We want you to be telling your thoughts and all that stuff, your bold predictions for that as well. And then next week is going to be a new routine. So instead of being live stream every Wednesday, which I know we will be doing it next week as well. But Tuesday we're going to be recording our way too early for first look for main and showdown. That'll be released the next day or two, and then we'll be live streaming Wednesday night. Game is on Thursday, and then every Sunday from 8 to about 10:30, 11 o'clock, we will be breaking out all kinds of lines, props, over-unders, win total spreads, all that stuff and more. We can't wait for it. We're excited, and we hope you guys are ready to join it.
Yep. So we'll see y'all next time, and we appreciate y'all hanging out with us.